Hey, chat! What's going on, guys? I'm actually going to remove the overlay today because I don't feel like adjusting everything. So you're going to get to see my window and everything. So yay for you. Yeah, welcome in. Tales of Varnum, D&D 5e. We've been playing this for about a year now. Last time we left off, they got into a bit of trouble, but they're going to try and figure that out this time. We are down a panties today. He's at work. He's not gonna be able to make it. So, yeah, we'll get into it here in a second and see what kind of trouble they get into today. So let's do that now. I have no idea what they're talking about, but we're gonna find out. 3, 2, 1.
Like, whoops, I thought that was the big fruit tart. I was like, yeah, it is, but not the one I wanted.
All right, you guys are on now.
Fruit tart.
So now I'm eating
Yep, we're on.
fruit tart pies.
There you go.
Fruit
Hi,
tart.
hello.
All right.
I still need to navigate Kazir's voice. Need to get it down. Need to know what the hell I'm doing with it.
Every week Rose's voice changes, so I don't know what you worried about.
You're pretty consistent, I think, honestly. You always find your way back.
It sounds different in my head every time.
All right, doing a bit of recap from last time. You guys made your way to Ina's home where you met some interesting individuals and went through some trials for the deity of which they look up to. After completing those trials, you decided to make your way back to Estalia to your ship, where assumingly will be done by the time you get there to figure everything out on where you're going next. And in the process, notice something strange off the side of the road. With a little investigation, you cleaved a blade from a tree and dropping a head next to a body, which then came to life as a very, very strong entity that put you guys through the ringer for a little bit there. But we're able to subdue it long enough to figure out how to stop it as somebody had done before, thus leaving the blade in the tree with the body. After a brief discussion, you decided to cage the head on the sword and stick the body in your bag of holding for future use of some sort, whether that be a Master of Puppets scenario or to finish out his story as he was trying to do. But either way, you made your way back to the road, back to Estalia, where we're picking up now. So yeah, you guys are about halfway, so there's another leg of journey to go about. So if somebody would like to roll a perception check for that.
What did your family think about the whole possibly having a pet death knight?
Yeah, so I told my dad, who's a longtime D&D player, and he said, "Well, you're a fucking idiot. What did you think they were gonna do?" But he also laughed very hard at the whole scenario of everything. But yes, it was very entertaining. And I told my brother too. Just somebody perception check with advantage.
I rolled expecting it to be me because I have +8, but I got a 1, so it's.
Oh,
I rolled as well. Was it just one of us rolling, or did you want?
Just one person to roll.
Oh, damn!
Sorry.
You negated my nat 20.
No.
Yes, I actually just rolled. I'm like, oh, okay. And then you said your roll immediately. I'm like, okay.
Hi, Goofin.
Hi, Goofin.
Hi.
All right. I was looking for
your
the
name. I think of Goofy Goober.
You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers, yeah.
From SpongeBob.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a little loud.
You're gonna put me to sleep with this rain, man.
Oh yeah, heads up. I'm not feeling so hot today, so if I randomly disappear, it's because of that.
Okay. All right. So making your way through, Ina's keeping a lookout, but there's an awful lot of animals out today. It's a bright and sunny day. Squirrels are leaping back and forth. Birds are humming around, and she's just dancing around as you guys make your way back to Estalia, looking out, but not for anything outside of the animals and wildlife that may be around. Yes.
Have we taken a long rest? while we're doing all of this traveling
You-
jazz?
If you guys would like to, you can.
I think once we get him out of the bag, let's say we move a little bit and then we take a rest.
Okay.
And then we can
Oh, I'm good.
re-roll.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Why do y'all need a rest?
I think Ina and I specifically need rest.
I have 13 health points.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
yeah, Baron's like, yeah, I'm not looking too hot either over
What did Baron
here.
have?
He has 22 out of 111.
oh, by
So,
the way, Pan will be here later, maybe.
maybe,
Oh, really?
possibly, perhaps. We don't know. He
Right.
told me if he joins, it'll be like way late. So
Okay.
I'm assuming he just won't, but it is feasible, I guess.
So are you gonna
But-
play as him or?
Yeah, I'll play as Baron for now.
Sure.
All right, so you guys make your way a little bit. We'll say you get out of the area of where that was at, just in case anything may be lingering. And because we're go ahead and make a perception check since Ina is distracted by
Sorry.
birds. But this is more looking out for a possible camping area as opposed to anything out in the
Can't take
forest.
that 20 from earlier, can I?
Mm-mm.
Anyway, this is still a good roll. A 19.
19. All right.
Sorry.
So easily enough, you make your way. It was a fairly well-traveled road before the fall of Valnaarmn. So you make your way couple more, like an hour to 2 hours, somewhere like that, before you spot what appears to be a common camping area. There's a clearing set up. There's some stones that have been put around what appears to be a fire pit. Probably a rest stop on the way between Estalia and Valnaarmn.
Like here or whereabouts?
Right in this clearing area there.
Okay.
Yes, Rose.
When we take a rest, when we finish said long rest, will it be the beginning of a new day, a dawn of a new day?
Oh yeah, you have to roll.
Yes, it will.
Sweet. I needed to know because I have to roll something myself.
Gotcha. So you guys make your way to the clearing. Baron begins getting a fire going and some food's being cooked,
A D3?
setting up camp.
My ring.
Um,
What is a D3?
The charges of my ring.
yeah, it's not an actual dice.
Oh.
No, it says it's a die.
Oh,
One D3.
It says
I-
roll a 1d3 to determine the number of charges you get back.
yeah. I always just do a D4 and then subtract 1 from whatever it is.
Oh.
All right, whatever. Who cares? Okay.
But you begin setting up camp. Baron starts work on a campfire and cooking some foods. It's rustic, it's basic, but it does the job. Is there anything you all would like to do for the evening?
Can I make my potion? Poison?
I was going to approach Ina and offer assistance in that endeavor as well.
That can be done. With his assistance, it will not take the full time, so you'll be able to still get a long rest in. But normally, to make those 3 vials, it would have taken you a day's worth of work to do that. But with his
What if I
help,
only make one?
if you only make 1, yeah, you can do that, no problem at all.
Okay. Or
So.
2. What about 2?
2, with his help, would be just about perfect. 3 would be pushing it just a little bit. It would take roughly 2 to 3 hours to make 1 with his help. So
So how about I make 2 and I have supplies to make a 3rd later?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean,
You
we
two-
could just make the 3rd. You start half the process, I do the other through our night watch.
Do you
Could
have
we do
poisoner's
that
kit?
work?
if you do
I
that,
have
you
proficiency in a poisoner's kit. I don't own one though.
if you do that, whoever is taking watch cannot take watch. They will be working on making a poison.
Okay.
I'll take watch. First watch.
Oh no.
I think
Like-
you need rest first.
I do. I definitely do. But I'm like, oh, but I want them to be able to make their thing.
I think making 2 would be
2
fine.
isn't fine. 2 is fine. We'll just manage with that.
All right.
Okay. Well, when I'm
And I'm
gonna
gonna
go to
give
sleep.
you 1.
All right. My neighbor just fell, like, apparently. There's a loud thud. Anyway,
Kazur
Whoops.
has a vial now.
Baron cooks the food up, lays down, and promptly passes the hell out. As he took a bit of a walloping in that last encounter. Actually had quite a few spells left, but he falls to sleep first. The two of you, I'll say, stay up first and kind of take turns watching / making potion. So keeping watch, one of you make a perception roll, just straight roll, not at advantage because the other one is doing something else at the time.
Oh, do you want me to, Ina, or you?
15.
15. Easy. It's a pretty calm night. It's kind of cloudless. There's a couple every now and then, but the moon and starlight is peeking through this clearing pretty well. Helps you guys work on this much more efficiently as well. You're sitting there working, watching the nightlife kind of crawl through the woods. Nothing out of the ordinary catches your eye. You guys finish making your potions, sit back, or your poisons, sit back and relax for the remainder of your shift, knowing that it being a clearing that is frequently traveled is more than likely a safer area to camp in these woods at night. So you finish your rest, awaken Rose,
What's up?
make a perception
that's
check.
not a Rose thing to say. Oh, of course. Ooh.
18.
I am well rested and ready to start my day.
Ready to go.
You're ready to proceed.
You
Yeah.
walk the perimeter, have Mila fly some trees nearby, communicating, looking out. Nothing out of the ordinary. A couple foxes come up pretty close, just looking at what's going on, but scurry off quickly once your armor makes a loud enough rattle in their area, and scurry on outwards. Everything seems to be at ease here at the woods nowadays.
Rosaline feels at ease to know that it's coming back to normal, essentially.
The wildlife definitely feels much more calm from the last few months, really, that you've been, like when you left, it was kind of hectic and it started to calm down. Everything's returning to the way that it was. You wake Baron up for his?
Irony bullet.
I'm sorting notes right now. My apologies.
I pray to Moradin before I go back to sleep.
Okay. Oh no! Okay.
Also, Noodle, you were correct on me being wrong about the time last session. I just found that mishap.
I was like, wow, I think we skipped a couple of days. But
no, we actually reversed time is what happened.
Oh, okay, well, either way, I was right.
We're almost on the new month, though. So I had us on the 22nd, and then I misread a note and put us back on, like, the 2nd of the same month. So I literally backtracked, like, prior to the time lapse.
Because I was like, we were in the 20s last time I checked, but okay.
So we should be at, like, the 27th or 28th now.
How many days are in a
counting
month
the
in
math.
this?
30 is what
Okay.
Fork said, I believe.
Yeah, 30.
2 days till the 8th month. And then
Okay.
Rose will be kind of cheering.
Fork, tell me what to write. 22nd or 22nd. 27th or 28th. What day are we on?
27th.
All right, I'll be on track from this point forward.
All right.
Baron
Sorry.
goes about his watch, kind of sits in one spot, clutching the amulet of Moradin, thinking about what is currently in possession of the group, and what his ideas of what is going on are, about what to do and where to go forward with what you guys have obtained recently. But he does not notice anything out of the ordinary. His watch goes by without a hitch, and you all come to wake in the morning, well rested and ready to continue. What's up?
Could you please tell me why one of my notes about my character says made of sugar?
Oh, I feel like it was
don't
probably
know.
something like, because Candice always says whenever, like, if you were gonna get wet in the rain, it's like, oh, I want to be out of the rain. Oh, you're not made of sugar.
I guess.
I guess
I
Rose
think
is stressed out
I
about
think
being
that
wet at
is
one
right.
point.
I think that is right.
I was just like,
Slash
what the
R.
fuck does made of sugar mean?
That you hate being
All right.
wet by rain.
That's a good number. Is it? What number does this mean? Is it good? Is it bad? Who knows?
It's definitely a number. All right, so you all come to wake. Baron is already making breakfast. Looks like he's got some veggies like frying up, stir frying kind of thing going on. There's some meats also, but he kept them separate for those who do not enjoy the delicacy of meats.
Any corn on the cob there?
No, we didn't get corn.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh. You know when you swallow wrong and then there's a pain in your chest?
Yeah.
Yep, that happened just now.
Can you pat your chest?
I mean, I can. I don't know if it'll work. Either way, it'll go away on its own. But anyway, you look over and see Kazur is very groggy, coming awake. His hair's all tossed. It's kind of weird. You've never seen it quite like this before, but...
I'm gonna go brush my hair real quick.
Oh, poor guy.
Bullying me.
It's not bullying. It's just, it's role play. You're there. Your hair, yeah.
You exist.
Oh. Aw.
No, I'm here still. It's fine.
Oh, we were making fun of the bet. Okay, got it.
Noose is like,
dude,
what is
didn't even
happening?
get it. Oh my God.
All right.
I thought that we were talking about actually Kazuma, and I was like, okay.
All right.
Sure,
Is there anything you would like to accomplish in the morning, or just continue back to Estalia?
I would like to use that poison and shoot an arrow into the sky and poison God for making fun of my bedhead.
God returns a Balgura. Have fun.
I'm gonna maybe be like, well, I'm gonna talk to Kazur actually. I'm gonna be like, Kazur, so with this other potion that we made, right? I'm thinking, should we give it to Rose? Don't know how she feels about poison. Maybe she'd like it. To put on a blade or something. Or, I don't think Ben would like it, because he's like godly and shit. He wouldn't like having fucking poison on his holy blade, no?
I mean, I'm godly.
What? Ina's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're holy?
Yes.
What is your character?
What is his character?
Oh, really? I thought you were a thieving type.
I mean, I have the assets and skills of those, yes, but
Interesting. And you don't mind. Sorry?
I serve a god. Or two goddesses, really, but...
Okay. And you don't mind using poison on people?
No.
No, of course. Because they're fucking demons, right?
I mean,
Oh,
also, the gods made the gifts to make poison, so...
True. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, I'm still going to give it to Rose for now, and then I'll make the third poison and give it to Ben. Because I don't fucking need it. So.
It's not something that I ever questioned Rose's opinion about. Give me a second.
Okay.
just to let you know, I can't actually help you today with the poison, if you need to make a third.
Oh, thanks, but it's alright. What?
She's okay with it.
Okay. Rose, me and Kazul made some poison the other day. I got a little bit more, so I can make a little more later, but I figured maybe it could be good to put on, like, a blade or something.
Oh, I've read a lot about poison tactics in battle. It's a very common use. I believe the Balnogs actually use it. But anyways, sure, I'll keep it on side. And if I ever need it for an extra little bit of a pinch, then sure, I'll add it. I appreciate this.
You're welcome. Bink. Okay.
She like ties it up nice and tightly to like her like side hip, so it's easy to access. She's just writing in a notebook while Mila like squawks at her shoulder.
I have an item.
All right, so yeah, you can add that to your inventory. If you put it on a blade, you deal an extra 1d4 poison damage, and they must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. If not, they're poisoned for 1 minute.
Can I say that Kazura woke up maybe like the same time Baron did, and like while people were lazing about, I climbed up in a tree and I was just kind of taking notes on the flora and fauna.
Easy enough to do. Roll a nature check.
Nature.
And sorry, they're not poisoned for a minute. They're poisoned, the status effect. But if you apply it, you have 1 minute before it dries. So.
Wait, sorry. Could you repeat that?
So it's 1d4 bonus poison damage, a DC 10 con save, or they're poisoned. But it's not for 1 minute. They just get the effect poisoned until they get cured of it.
So
if they fail, they are poisoned.
Yes.
this dice
If
is
they
rolling.
save, they're not poisoned. And then lasts on blade for 1 minute.
Yep.
Got it.
Natural 20 for a 26.
Okay. You climb up and you start investigating some of the trees and flowers and things that are growing in the area as Baron is cooking the breakfast for everybody.
Ina's eating it up now.
There's nothing necessarily new. I mean, they are new, but not really. It's the same kind of, I'm not good at biology. Genus, but not the same, like, thing.
Yeah, I'm
so,
just taking notes of like, oh, their shrieking pattern is this way, while on my homeland it's this.
So yeah, it's those little minute differences. They have the similarities from back home, but they're obviously different. You do notice that there's a lot of dead flora around here, trees, flowers, stuff like that, with new that is like actively encasing and regrowing around it at kind of an alarming pace. You've never seen it grow quite this fast. And it's like, in your perceptive guy, you would have seen like last night you went to bed and in areas that you looked at where there was like a dead log, there are now like sprouts of flowers and stuff popping out of dead logs already, which is not normal for normal places to have growth this quick. But you do notice that.
I'll bring that up to Ina over breakfast.
They grow quicker than where you're from. Really? This is how it's always been here.
Oh.
Do I recognize it's different, like from like this area to like the other continents, kind of thing?
Yeah, and you guys have always known that it's different here. Like everything has always grown very rapidly on this island. You remember that when you guys first got here, you went into that cave and slayed the hag because everything was dying, and then after you slayed the hag, it started to regrow at its regular pace again.
Mm-hmm. Do I know why, or is it like I just assume it's because of my god, Melora?
Nobody really knows for sure why, but you growing up where you do know that it has some matter of fact of Melora involved.
I just figured that's why we made a house around this area, a home, because shit grows so fast and we don't have to worry about people coming and finding us. But I never asked her. Maybe I should.
I'll like underline that in the note. Melora blessed area.
Okay.
Taking notes for the boys back home.
You fucking spy!
Well, if you're taking notes of our area, perhaps
I didn't say that out loud. That was
Oh.
just me.
Oh. Never mind. Rose doesn't say anything.
I mean,
She's
you
busy.
probably
Um,
see me scribing. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not being
he's
stealthy
got
about
like
writing.
you see him walking around the camp. He's got a notebook and he's like looking at flowers and leaves and picking up dead ones and looking at them, and then he'll write something in his notebook, but
Well,
you don't know necessarily what he's doing.
I know Rose knows this because she's the one that helped him in the library. She knows he's reading up on the land and she doesn't question it. She's just like, oh, he's new here. Obviously, he would want to learn about a new area he's never seen before because in her mind, she's probably going to do the same fucking thing when she gets to the other place. In fact, actually, as they're eating breakfast, she asks Kazur, is your food cuisines different from where you're from? I'm quite excited if so. Oh, so many new things to taste.
Well, it's a bit more streamlined than you have it here.
Streamlined?
Faster.
Well, yes, I
Legend.
understand that, but how?
Well, like taverns have access for carriages to like you don't have to go into the tavern. You can just roll by a window by the tavern. And
Did you just make
Oh,
medieval drive-throughs in my
Drive-thrus.
world?
I'm picturing it like there's machines like, oh, instead of harvesting the crops with a sickle, they have the trucks to fucking harvest the crops and shit.
It's not that advanced.
Not
Not that
that.
advanced? Okay.
No.
I'm thinking of the scene in Shrek 2.
yes, that's what I'm going for. Is the shrink.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the Korra Legend of like Avatar the Airbender and then Korra one?
I've seen the
Legend of
first
Korra?
season of Korra.
We're probably not jumping that hard.
Not that
We're
far?
not in an industrial revolution. I don't think
No,
that's what
no.
Borg
Okay.
is going for.
Okay.
No, and all of
But
the
y'all have
machines.
trains.
No.
Are we talking about like
We're not
like Arthur
steampunk.
Morgan style?
No.
No, not
Not
that much
not
either.
not
even the
steampunk.
even the machines that he has somewhat described to you are arcane powered. So, well, there are
Oh,
some
true.
non-arcane powered ones, but they're very few and far between.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I-
no, you're thinking way too far in the future. Once you get there, it'll make a lot more
Okay.
sense, but
Okay.
yeah.
Probably makes it easier to think it like we're more magically like because y'all been stuck in this bubble, so y'all didn't have shared knowledge, but
Yeah.
like we're outside of that, so we like propelled in our magical knowledge a bit more.
Yeah.
Is that the vibe for it?
Yeah, and there are like mechanically powered devices, but like I said, they're few and far between. They're very finicky and very expensive to keep up. So like only the biggest cities would even have one or two of them. So
You all right?
Now I'm thinking of Arcane, but I think that's also too advanced.
I've never seen that. So
Okay.
Yeah, we're
You
not
should.
League of Legends.
It's good.
It's like super tech stuff,
It's
but it's
so
all
good.
powered by like magic.
Yeah.
either way,
Anyway, no, but the food we have a few different varieties of species. They're slightly different than yours.
Can I hear this?
But we have cows. We have
they're talking openly, so you can hear it.
we have cows. We have goats.
Do you have different kinds of berries?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god,
Haven't really
imagine the
seen
pies I
any-
could make.
I really haven't
have-
seen the berries you've had here.
Do you have different types of teas?
Well, we
Oh,
got lemon herb, mint.
Are any of these
Just
like
say,
something
like,
she's never heard of?
Juniper berry, fucking.
Yeah.
You might not know him by that.
dragon fruit.
You might not know him by that name, but you guys have a fair amount of berries here. There will for sure be ones that you have not seen on a new continent in an area that has not been touched by this one before.
Banana berries.
Yo!
But like what you guys are used to here are kind of like just the basic grapes, raspberries.
Blueberries.
I guess technically bananas are they a berry?
It's a berry, yeah.
Yeah.
We got huckleberries.
What the
We
fuck?
got
Banana's a
dewberries.
berry.
Yeah.
Berries
But
are
Maybe it would be
typically
like-
fruits with like the seeds in the inside.
mhm.
Maybe it'd be
So,
like the like how mangoes don't grow in Canada, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's different climates, different soils, different everything. So there'll definitely be new ones. I didn't think I'd have to come up with which fruits you have and which you don't.
You do.
So I don't have that list currently.
With food, because Rosalie is a food connoisseur, so
That's true.
what she's
That's
writing
true.
in her book right now, because she's like, I've definitely reviewed a lot of things here, but I'm excited to review new places.
And yes, there will be all sorts of new meats because there are all sorts of new animals and things like that they have on these different lands. Different kinds of alcohols and veggies and just drinks in general that people drink normally. Pretty much everything there's going to be brand new stuff for 3 of you. Yes.
Tell me, what is the strangest thing you have ever eaten?
Pussy.
My ass. What were you going to ask, Brandy? Or Ina?
I was
Sorry.
gonna ask him. Okay, that winter wolf, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
That came from his world.
Not specifically his continent, but the outside world.
Outside
Yes.
world. Okay, yeah. I was trying to remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
The strangest thing I've eaten.
Yes.
You remember that you, when you're in the city one time, like the big city, you tried Ankeg leg one time, and that was interesting.
Oh, what?
Oh, I was gonna go for a dark survival story. Like I had to
Oh.
scavenge, like something completely
So-
unrelated to her cuisine.
Okay, you can pick. You can either do that or go with the Ankeg leg. Either one. You just remember that.
Out in a mission, for survival, I had to eat some rotten yak leg for some source of food.
Do I know what a yak is?
No. Not
Uh,
specifically, but
Is it from our continents? Do we have yaks here?
no.
Everyone's
yeah.
safari.
Yeah, a yak? What is a
It's like a bigger goat,
yak? Really?
like much
Oh,
bigger. Could kill
Do
you
they make-
easily.
can kill me.
Think like wild boar size goat.
No, they're more like.
Do they have
lions.
boars here? I hope you'll have boars. Do y'all have
I think
boars?
we
They
have
had,
boars.
yeah, the wild
And
pigs.
boars are invasive everywhere. They're
pigs.
just everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's exquisite.
I
Do
mean,
they
it
make
was a-
wonderful cheese?
I don't. The yak?
Well, yes, you said it's like a goat.
Like tea from a goat? What?
Cheese.
Oh, cheese. Well, I haven't had yak cheese, I don't think.
Did it taste well when you did?
It was rotten when I ate it, but
Oh, fair.
like I had a survival. I mean, it's not. I'm sure there's places over there that serve it. I haven't had it in a formal meal.
That sounds positively disgusting.
I mean, I was starving to death and I had to, so
Should have just died.
if I died, you probably would be dead as well.
That's true. You're not wrong.
Rose is clearly writing her notes very excited. If anyone peers over her shoulder, you would see her write, yak, big goat.
Big goat.
Boar.
Big goat.
Big goat.
We have lots of large goat things. Oxen, water oxen.
A water oxen?
Oh, you gotta be careful
Oh.
with hippopotamuses.
Oh,
I like
What?
hippos.
a hippopot.
Just
I'm
say
sorry.
hippo. People say hippo. No one
Oh,
says the
that's-
full name.
That's much easier. Hippos, yes.
They
What
look
do you-
friendly.
Are they also big goats?
No, they don't have horns.
Oh,
It'd be
no,
terrifying if they had horns. Do you have elephants here? Rhinos?
Do we have elephants?
They're not currently present on the island, but they have been written about in your books before that you've read.
No, but I've heard that we previously had elephants. It was a extinct species, really large, woolly.
Oh, we
has
still
big
have them.
horns.
We still have them.
Lovely.
Get rid of the big trunk. Get rid of the tusks. Make the mouth bigger in the front and bulbous. That's a hippo basically.
So nothing like an elephant. Okay.
Well, no, it's big like an elephant and mean like an elephant and smart
Elephants
like
are
an
not.
elephant.
Fork, are there dinosaurs in this world? Were there? Like, would we ever found dinosaur bones anywhere, or would we be like, oh yeah, it's a dragon bone?
Possibly.
Thank you.
Ina as a character has no idea about dinosaurs.
What?
Me from the prestigious biology background study.
Actually, speaking of, well, animals that went extinct, do you have dragons?
I go dead cold silent. Like my demeanor changes entirely off of that question.
I'm gonna stop. That means yes. And I'm gonna nudge him.
I'll immediately pull my crossbow and point it at Ina's face.
Yeah, but what? What? We're just. What? We're learning about each other. That's it.
Yes, of course.
We had a dragon friend.
Don't.
And then I'm gonna go. Oh.
I'll slightly lower the crossbow on hearing that, and then her immediately covering her mouth. But I still have it in my hand. I'm just not pointing it at her.
You know, for someone who likes to chew Baron out a lot for saying too much, you have said too much.
You're right. I'm sorry, but no, but at all. It's just I'm sorry.
I need more information on this now.
Essentially, dragons have been extinct until we.
No, I read that already. I mean, you said you have a dragon friend.
Yeah, in imagination.
Roll a deception check. This is just gonna be your
Plus
passive
0.
insight.
6.
Yeah, he's fucking lying, dude.
I'm not an imbecilina.
Let's
Listen,
just say we had a friend who was friends with Bahamut. And that's the dragon friend? Bahamut, the goddess.
Can I roll an insight on that as well?
I'm
Yep.
technically not lying.
Roll an insight.
There's
Roll-
more to it than that, though.
Roll an
Do I have
insight
to roll
check.
deception?
No, because you're not lying.
I'm not lying.
But
Yeah.
what he rolls will depend on what I tell him.
Man, that was cocked.
yeah, that one was definitely cocked, huh?
That... Wow. You're gonna
Just
assume that of me?
I'm joking. I'm just joking.
23.
23.
Damn.
She's telling the truth, but there's a slight twitch in the eye that makes you think that lying by omission is a thing. So it may not be the whole truth, but she is being truthful. They are connected to Bahamut pretty strongly.
I appreciate you for not lying, Rose.
Worse.
At least
how-
not directly.
Can I say?
I'm sh-
Oh yeah, you go. Go ahead.
I'm not sure what you mean, but you saw me use that conversation to talk with Bahamut myself and confirm the wizard is, well, on the path for Bahamut.
I meant omission, Rose. There's another dragon. I'm not an idiot.
You see, well, the thing
Also,
is, and I'm gonna get
Bahamut,
up
does
close to you.
Bahamut really count as a dragon? She's kind of a god.
I've seen her. She's a
More,
dragon.
more god than dragon. I mean, yes, she's a dragon, but also god. So little more than dragon.
I'll be like, see, this is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get close to you and be like head to head, kind of like, people around these parts don't like dragons or dragon kind, and so we don't talk about it because we don't
What
want
are you-
nothing happening.
All right, okay. I will stop pressuring. I need one simple, truthful answer from both of you, or all three of you, Billy.
All right, Baron's here.
Baron's been like packing up the
I am
camp,
very
getting everything
aware
done.
of reading y'all's history that these four continents are rather prejudiced against dragons. All the three of you.
Oh, no.
Eh,
Well, I kind of can't, so.
I would say, I'm cautious of them because I know that they're powerful and scary and dangerous. But I've met some really nice, helpful.
But
Yeah,
that's
Baron pipes up.
everyone.
That's everyone. You can't trust anyone. You're
We're,
right.
we're pretty cool with them, but like we fought one time because it was like mean, but also the other ones we found we're
You fought a dragon.
We had it was going to kill us. There was no choice about the matter.
It
Yeah,
truly
it's,
was going to kill us. Okay.
Rose, what's the word for when things are just like angry and attack everything? Is that
Hostile.
but like a dog, like when a dog is like in the
Rabid.
streets, like rah, rah, rah. Yeah, okay, yeah,
So you're
rabbit. That one
comparing a
works.
dragon to a dog and you had to put it down. Is
Well,
that what you're
no,
saying, Ben?
It's like comparing a pet, like saying this person went fucking. What is it called when an elephant goes rogue? Like a person just goes rogue, and you have to fucking punch his ass in, right? This dragon, just like anybody else, went fucking rogue, and we had to punch his ass in, and that's it.
It
So he's
essentially
alive
one.
then.
no.
No. Well, he tried to kill us because we were food and also we had items. But we fought him and won for our lives.
Fork, would Kazura know of dragon color distinctions of personality?
True.
Yes, yeah, you would.
Okay. All right. What was its color?
What was its color?
Red.
It was a red one. Real hot breath. Didn't feel good.
That's why I have short hair now, actually. My hair used to be really long and
I'll
gorgeous.
tuck my crossbow back down then after hearing
What
the
does
color
it
red.
mean?
It burned it to a crisp. So.
Red or aggressive dragons?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, red are basically just douchebag dragons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I take it that you are friends with dragons and that you were upset that we killed one?
I'll just stare blankly back and provide no information or context.
I'll be like, we didn't mean to.
Baron is gonna pipe up because he has pretty high passive insight as well. Yeah, guys, he's likes dragons. He's friends with them. He obviously doesn't want to tell us. He quit pressuring us. Let's quit pressuring him.
I'm sorry for asking, but it's good to know we're kind of on the same page.
But could you just tell us this? Are there dragons there?
I'll just like kind of face palm at that question.
I'm gonna get
You know
huddle
that
in,
means
huddle
yes.
in, and I'm gonna get the gang. I'm gonna get Rose and Baron. She's like, should we tell him about the egg? Or should we leave it?
I made a promise to Scalefound not to mention anything on it.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, we won't. Yeah. Right.
We kind of all did, actually.
I forgot my
Says
mind.
Noodle.
was raining. Okay, alright. Got it. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Punch him back in.
Oh, fuck.
Tell him about Orangey Dragon. The one that we got information from. Remember that
He
one?
was a gold dragon.
He was
It
gold.
was brass. It was brass, but
Brass.
Brass.
Oh, he was the same color as Scalefound.
originally, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't disturb him. Should we tell him about Scalefound?
I already know about Scalefound.
Oh, then that was like the dragon friend in my head.
Alright, we'll just let things come out as they come out. Okay.
Like I
All right.
remember I made contact with Drunda is how I made contact with y'all.
The black dragonborn.
right.
Drithla.
That's right.
Oh.
I kind of forgot about
Drithla.
Drithla.
Drunda is Scalefound's mom.
The hag.
Yeah.
The hag that
Yeah.
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 Still near and dear to our hearts.
Oh yes.
But yeah, so
Rest in
Drithla-
pieces.
Drithla is how he came to find you guys.
Oh yeah. Then he would know. Oh, but I mean, did we know that he came through Drifla?
I told y'all that originally. Yes.
Oh.
I mean, clearly we are friends with dragons. I mean, we were friends with Drifla and her dragon.
You didn't know that
that
she
was
had a
why-
dragon.
Who didn't know?
Oh
I
wait,
didn't.
no, her pet. No, her pet
Yeah,
dragon.
her
Sorry.
pet
Well, her pet wasn't a dragon, was it? Wasn't it?
It was
like
a drake.
technically-
It's a drake,
drake.
but
I'll correct them on that. That wasn't a. Neither of them were dragons, but okay.
That wasn't a baby dragon.
That wasn't
No.
a baby dragon? This whole time I thought it was a baby dragon.
Oh my
It
god,
was
I'm
a
gonna have to
drake.
redraw in my sketchbook then.
Oh, I thought I had finally seen a baby dragon.
Ina's gonna go like into like almost a mad like, I can't wait to
So,
go to the new land.
uh,
I'm gonna see dragons, and then just I can't
so
wait.
a drake. That was a drake, not a dragon. The Drithoroo.
What's the difference?
If you
Just small.
well, where their hands are.
That's a wyvern then.
Right, Ryan? Isn't the hands on a drake is on the wings?
Drakes
I
don't have
thought.
wings. Drakes don't have wings.
Man,
Wyverns are the
fucking
ones with
Dark
the
Hold
hands
on.
on
lied
the
to me.
wings.
Hold on. Dragons have wings in addition to their limbs,
legs.
Or
whereas
limbs, yeah.
drakes, like birds or bats, have one set of their limbs replaced by their wings. So
What?
their front hands are
That's a
wings.
Ah, whatever.
Oh,
Maybe
they're-
different media has different names for those things. Because I
Yeah.
swear to
Yeah,
God,
D&D
wyverns.
D&D wyverns don't have legs at all, I think.
That's so
What?
weird.
That's
It's
so
just
weird.
a snake with wings, I think, is the
Ew.
wyvern.
That's
Yeah,
so
those
weird.
things are slippery.
I think it's that wyverns don't have like actual hands. I think it's back legs and wings.
Ew.
Hold on.
Okay. I swear to God, I remember I looked this up a long time ago and it was like drakes have no wings, wyverns have the hands on the wings, and then that's why a lot of people are like, oh, and Game
Well,
of Thrones,
wingless.
technically her dragon is a wyvern.
Well, in D&D, we also have worms with a Y.
Worms, right?
Which worms are the wingless ones?
Yeah,
I
you're
think,
right.
in
Got
D&D. So we have 4 terms.
There's 4 terms. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm saying
technically a drake does count as a dragon, but I thought they had a picture of it in the book, but I was going to show
I
you,
just
but they
posted
don't.
one into the chat.
Either way, it's a drake, not a dragon.
Kazura corrects them with the proper terminology, whatever the hell it is.
It also does eventually get big enough that it could be confused with a small dragon based on the book.
Interesting. Rose is writing.
Me too. I'm drawing pictures of what you spoke.
Anyhow. Does that provide you enough context, Ina, to answer your question?
Yes, I hope I get to see one day. Are there any nice ones that are just like
A dragon? You've already seen a dragon.
I know, but I like a really nice one. I guess that's like asking if there's nice people here.
We did kind of get attacked by the red one.
All right, that's enough. Let's leave them be.
Yeah, again, sorry. It's just an exciting topic since it's so taboo for us.
Oh, it's taboo for me as well, I suppose.
Oh,
In what do you mean?
I thought it wasn't taboo for your continents.
Well, I'll just let that be.
Okay, I won't push.
Can you? The only question I will ask, and I know it's annoying.
I will simply say I've taken an oath
Okay, but
where I
if we
can't
go,
disclose.
interesting. If we go to your land, should we not mention dragons to other people?
That's a fair question.
I was going to preemptively train y'all on the ship ride
All
on
right.
what to and to not discuss,
Interesting.
so we can cover all of that then.
Okay,
All right. Noted.
definitely don't talk about dragons here. Just to let you know.
I don't talk much here in general.
That's true. We'll change that.
Nope, you won't.
All right.
All right, stop prying.
All right. We really, it's getting a bit late. We should hit the road now.
We
Late in the
definitely
morning.
should.
It's 7 a.m.
Yeah, late into the morning, and we need to get going before we miss lunchtime. I want to be in town eating lunch.
Launch time? Oh, lunchtime. Okay. I thought you meant launch. Like the ship launching. I'm like, we're the captains. How are we launching the ship without us? Okay.
Or a crew, even at this point.
I do need to hire more crew members.
Oh.
Whoopsie doopsie.
You
I
have
also
a
probably-
wizard.
I probably
No,
should
we got the 2
also
boys too.
say goodbye to the prince. Bye, person I was about to marry.
If
All
you
right.
won.
She probably would.
Yeah.
You finished gathering the campsite that Baron has been painstakingly packing up while you guys have been having a conversation, and, and make your way back to Estalia on the road again. Somebody make a perception check with advantage. Whoever wants to do it.
See, this time I won't fuck up. I
Oh,
swear.
okay, you got it. I believe in you.
Oh. Okay. $24.
24. All right.
Oh, I actually have a pin.
You make your way back on the road leading through the forests. Kazura stops every now and then to look at a flower or a tree or something that seems a little bit different than what he's used to before regaining or regathering with the party. Ina's keeping a nice keen eye out this time after realizing she got fairly distracted yesterday. Is keeping a keen eye out in the woods, but also enjoying the nature that is around her. You do not see anything out of the ordinary. Mila enjoys some berries that are growing on a bush nearby. You pick some yourself, Ina. And make your way back to Estalia, where you enter the gates to a fairly normal operating city. You see a bunch of people that were before injured and hurt from the Valnaarmn siege, up walking around, bandaged, limping, crutches, that kind of thing. But everybody seems to be getting back into a more normal day-to-day routine. I'm looking for the music that I want. I didn't put it in here. I found so many freaking musics that are so good, and now I've lost everything. There we go. That's the one I want.
I can't remember if Buddy Boy died or not. Do you remember the magic shop where I got that chest that we opened and it was like a vial of like something floating in like not water?
Mm-hmm.
Did that potion guy die? No.
The magic shop in Estalia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
died.
passed.
He did die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he died in the fight. Because remember, the top of his storefront was like blown out and was
Yeah.
charred and everything, and you ran in to see if there was anything that could help you guys. And then Baron found him in the rows of dead after the fight had concluded.
Okay. Alright, I just wasn't sure if he had died.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, I better be off and search for a crew. What time of the day is it?
It's early afternoon, like noon or 1 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Okay. And Rose knows where to search for a crew because Sabor told her. So she would just go to that location and get a crew.
So there's a few different spots you can do it. You can just go down to the docks and see if there are any deckhands that are currently like walking around looking for work. The taverns near the docks usually house people that are looking for work as well. And you can ask around and find who some of the better ones may be. Go ahead and just roll a general charisma check real quick.
Oh boy. I
Is our
am the
ship-
face.
Furnished?
You haven't gone to ask yet, but it has been 3 days, so...
I just couldn't remember if we ordered it or not. Like, we
I
ordered
did.
it to be furnished. Okay.
Hey! Got me a 20.
Okay,
Nice.
go!
All right. So, you got a 20. You need a captain who's used to sailing seas and is able to run a ship. A navigator who's able to find their way through the stars and do what they need to at night. 5 to 6 like regular hands to run things. So you've got the two boys
Got two.
already.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember their names. I actually didn't
Alice
remember.
is one of them.
I honestly didn't remember you guys even getting them at first, and then I was like, oh yeah, that did happen.
I thought there were 3 of them. Oh wait, the littlest brother
Two.
can't do much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was just 2. It was him and his little brother, no?
Oh, I thought there
Yeah,
was
it was.
two younger brothers.
I
Okay.
remember him and his younger brother.
Mhm.
And you guys technically have a little bit of sailing experience, so I'll say you guys can count as deckhands if you would like. And then so you need captain, navigator, quartermaster.
8 ship hands, you mean 6?
Hmm?
She wrote 8.
Oh, quartermaster
She's counting the 2 we have already, I think.
Oh yeah.
and a weapons master. As none of you are familiar with the ballistae that are currently on board ship. Kazur, you're kind of familiar, but you're more used to larger, more metallic structures on your ships.
A weapons master and who else?
Quartermaster, so one who
Quartermaster.
keeps track of all of the stuff, like people's stuff on the ship.
So a cap, a navigator, 6 ship hands. But does that include the 2, or is that?
That is not
with
including
that?
the 2.
So,
So-
6 plus 2,
8 in
so it'd be
total, yeah.
8. And then the weapon master, quartermaster.
I think that's right.
That's
No, sorry,
lot of
6.
visual.
When I say not including the 2, that means that I'm not putting them into the 6. So technically, you need 4 more hands.
Oh, 4 more. Okay, 4 more.
But you guys
okay.
also have some sailing experience from Old Man Jim that you could be deckhands. You just might not be the most efficient deckhands.
I wouldn't.
Hell of a
count those.
captain, old man Jim. You know.
I think Rose is in the boat of, I do not want to be a ship hand. I hated it the last time.
Yes.
I think Baron. Honestly, I think Panties might pipe up and be like, I'd be a deckhand. I could do that. He's a big,
Yeah.
strong dude.
He's also been reading sailing books.
Exactly. So yeah, I feel
True.
like at least Baron will be deckhand. So we'll say you need 3 more deckhands.
I just think though he likes doing spells and doing some black. He might want to rather be doing blacksmithing stuff on the boat than being a deckhand.
I don't think you need all 6
You don't need all
at
deckhands
once.
all at once. No.
Oh,
Like,
It's
and yeah,
for
he's
them to
gonna do
sleep in
stuff.
shifts and stuff.
Yeah.
That's why you have multiple.
Yeah, I mean, you can get more if you want, but
right.
It's I'll like relay to Rose. We don't need, well, depending on the traversal, because I'm assuming I know the waters because I've already traversed them. It's a rather direct route, and I guess I would relay that information. Like, we don't need the most seasoned captain.
But aren't we going to Kiro first?
Actually, that's a good question. Are we still going to Kiro? Are we?
I would try
I
and
mean, we
figure
could
out what the
potentially pick someone up at Kiro.
Keeping our guest.
I just wonder if we could ask around about what's going on with this.
Baron's
Yeah,
like,
okay,
I
well-
would personally vote to not keep this guest on hand any longer. Not a fan of what this is.
Is that Baron or is that Fork?
That's come on, Baron
No,
would
it's
not be
Baron.
happy about a
yeah.
dead
neither
god
am I.
in your
That's
bag.
That's what I
God.
figured.
He's not a god, but
Kazur-
he beat the shit out of you guys pretty easily.
Yeah, I figured Kazura and Baron would be like, no.
Yeah.
But Eno would be like, yeah. Keep him.
Or imagine
Alright.
Scalefound with this thing. You know how much fun Scalefound would have had with him?
Okay,
I think we should still go to Kiro, get some information, maybe find a few lads, get some gin, and then go.
That's okay. Fine. We'll go to Kiro. Drop off this body.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Yes.
I personally don't want to have a ticking time bomb. That could kill me in my sleep.
That's true.
I mean, he can't
I
really
don't want
get
to just
anywhere
leave
now.
it in Kiro.
You
Without
never
it
know
being in
if
a
someone
secure
puts
place.
them together.
I mean, his body's in your bag and his head's in my bag.
I've seen crazy things happen before.
We could also, like I said, I just want to get rid of this thing. We could, find a spot in one of the temples and put the body, and then take the head and put it somewhere else very far away if we're that worried about it.
Oh,
But I'm
would
not
your
comfortable. What?
Would your Morden temple place the body in there?
I'm sure we could
Crypts underneath?
find a place in the crypts for him down there.
Yeah, maybe we could place the body there and then take the head off to fucking Kiro. And then see what they want to do and not tell them where the body is. That way we know
Or just
they won't know
yeet
where
it
the fuck
off
to
the
put it
ship.
together. No. This way it's secure.
It's more, the water might eventually sever the sword from the head.
I'm not really familiar with burial customs. That's not really in my wheelhouse. So I'll leave it to you, Baron.
Or we could burn their body. There's burn burials. There's ship
Well,
burials. There's
based-
I don't think
Based
burial-
on the magic that we used on it, I don't think burning would really do anything to it.
Yeah, it would just.
Oh no, this body isn't getting buried. I mean, it'll be buried technically, but it's not stopping it.
Well, I just think we should take the body to the temple, have it sealed up and stored somewhere where we know it's safe, and not tell anybody where it is, right? That the body's there and it's sealed up and it's not going to get out of this fucking coffin and it's shut in. And then the head over to Kiro so they could see who it is, what's going on, tell us the story about him, and then fucking.
I mean, I feel like we should tell Kiro that his body's stored here, and
No, because what if they want to put it together?
why would they want to put it together of what's going to kill their city?
Somebody wanted to kill this city who lived here.
Okay, but that was not the city itself, though. That was...
That's true, but you never know. People are twisted.
I mean, they're not going to just take a head without a story.
Well, either way,
Yeah,
it
because
sounds like we're going to put the body under the temple. So I can go do that while you guys figure out what to do with the head.
Oh,
Alright.
let me just get the bag of gold out first.
Yeah, you're probably going to need that.
Rose opens it, is like,
No.
That's a
Okay, there we go.
a sword. What's this? I don't remember.
All right, so you retrieve your gold out of the bag and hand the bag of holding over to Baron, who is, because I don't want to keep playing him, gonna make his way over to the Temple of Moradin and discreetly put a Death Knight body into a tomb in the crypts. So it is now you three to do with what you will.
I want to go to the boat and check out my new digs.
All right.
I'm
I
searching
will-
for ship people.
I'll start training Alex and Jake.
Okay. As much as you can, and you're going to look for shit people. All right. So, go ahead and roll Kazur a.
Well, I was trying to teach him like the roguish skills,
Oh, okay.
because that's what he was like.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
teaching him
Sleight
deckhand
of
stuff. I
hand.
was telling him how to like be successful at it.
Okay. You don't need to roll for that. That's literally what you do. So, I'll just say that you do that until the rest of the people get back to continue on whatever you're doing.
Trying to get us a little level 1 rogue.
Ina, you get on board the ship. I guess I'll just pull everybody in to see it. I've only done one floor so far. So the bottom floor, which is where most of the changes were. So your little like nook that you wanted to be your area is not done yet because I'm still working on it. But the bottom's done. So
Okay.
pull you guys over here. So this is the bottom of your ship now.
Aww.
So yeah, you've got your workbench over here.
Get a big bed.
There is a big bed still there. I didn't know if we wanted to leave it like that or not. I just left it.
I think that's Rose's bed. I'm pretty sure.
That works. But 4 other beds for wwhoever may
From
choose
your
to
house.
sleep down here from your house. You got your kitchen. You got 2 casks of ale, or wine, depending on what you want. Barrels for food, and there is more food and storage up on the 2nd floor. This is just what you keep down here. And there is a bath in the back, complete with tub. However, getting the water down and then back out after it's used is a little iffy, but it is there for if you want
we
to use
could
it.
have a hole in the side
Yeah,
of the
can we have a
ship with a
pump?
plug.
This is the bottom floor of the level of the ship, so it's kind of sketchy to put portholes down here on this level.
That's fair.
Alright.
So
Open a window, the whole ocean floods in.
So yeah, that is the bottom digs of the ship now. I also didn't know how many crew you were going to hire, so I didn't do the second floor yet.
Is this the workbench for?
Yes,
Baron?
that's the workbench there.
And this is like the area where we hold various armor and bullshit.
Yeah, and there's weapon racks over here on the side.
Oh yeah, weapon racks. Yeah.
And I'm assuming I'm not modeling everything that's on the ship. It's just like kind of big stuff. So there are racks to hang armor and clothes and other things like that strewn about. I just didn't put it all in, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have other things to do with my life.
Claim a chair at the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna claim this chair.
Oh,
Okay.
Or this chair. I don't know. I don't care whichever. I guess this one could be Rose's. I'll claim this chair.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start carving a moon into it, like the lunar cycle into it.
Okay.
And then when others are distracted, I'll later try to have a dagger under the table and suspended by some leather straps.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Rose, going back to your 20, finding ship deckhands and captains and navigators and stuff like that is fairly easy to do. Let me find my list that I had here. All right, so you find a few choices of captain available to do long extended journeys to. How much do you tell them in your charisma check? Like, are you like, hey, we're going to places nowhere's ever been before?
Can I safely say I checked with Kazur beforehand because she's like, hey, this is your place. I don't want to like. I don't know if you're okay with the.
I would hang. Fuck. If you're doing this, I would say fuck training the other guy then.
Okay.
Oh, you'd come with
Do
me.
this with you to disclose information how I see fit.
Yeah, because she's like, I feel like you're a secretive guy. I don't really know why, but I assume it's to protect your homeland. So whatever, I'll just bring you along. I've chosen that Rose like trusts you for some stupid ass reason. She shouldn't, but she does.
Who knows? Maybe I'm the big bad evil guy now.
Oh well, that doesn't surprise me. Rose will be like, shocking.
Oh, I might make the last poison vial while I'm in the boat. Then.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that while they're out doing stuff. All right, so you find 3 captains. The first one you find, his name is Redu. He is Redu, R-E-D-U. He is a human. He's got long red hair that is parted in the middle. Imagine Matt Mercer, but redheaded.
Red dude. Nice.
Got it.
He's a seasoned captain. He's been captaining ships for about 3 years. He does not have his own, as he has not made enough money for it, but worked his way up through deckhandage to be able to do this for merchants and people who may need stuff moved from place to place. The second is Demain.
Okay.
It is a
Man.
stout bowling ball of a dwarf. He's the captain and he knows it. He's been doing it for about 20 years now. He used to have his own ship, but he gave it up to not deal with the maintenance anymore. It's a lot to keep up with the boat, but he enjoys being on the water too much to give it up. So he is a very stout, round, bald-headed dwarf with a long salt and pepper beard going on. A lot like Baron's with the little beads and stuff tied into the braids. And then the third one you find is Indrindit. This name is ridiculous.
You're the one who chose.
I know, and I
Fantasy generator failed him.
Indrindith is a elvish female, short, kind of undercut haircut going on. more elegant than the other two. Does have her own boat, but is currently being repaired, so is looking for work to kind of keep her going for the time being, but is up for whatever travels may come her way, and is the newest of the captains that you've met, having only done it for a couple of years, and is dressed in much finer clothes. You get the feeling that she may have bought her way into the status that she is currently.
I think Rose immediately like kind of crosses Indridith out of her mind because she's like, as nice
Competition.
as no, as nice as she may be and how nice she looks, unfortunately she has her own boat that she's gonna have to return to. We don't know how long we're gonna be out.
Knowing the traversal, I want to like kind of read into while we're like talking with them, which one seems more gossipy? Because if we're already crossing off Indrid, Domain or Redu, which one like gives the more gossipy vibe?
Like
Like,
they'll
who one boasts? Who's like a more strong silent type?
I would assume Domain
Strong silent side or the gossipy one?
is a gossipy type.
I think so too.
yeah, I
don't
mean
know. Dwarves
Domain
boast a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's the gossipy type.
yeah, Domain as you're talking to him is like talking, oh yeah, we went down past that reef and we did this thing, and we once went all the way around Binstor, came back up, went around there, and then came back. So he's just yelling and exclaiming about all of his recent indentures and travels throughout the local seas to this place.
He's also older, and I feel like older folks are more likely to boast about their past or random shit they encounter.
I'll
I'd be like,
just,
I know
look
better
at
than the new
Rose.
kids. I'm gonna
I'll
do
just
my
look
own
at
thing.
Rose and be like,
Oh, that's
Alright.
Very pleasant. She's just keeping pleasantries, but like she got the hint. She's a lady who knows how to keep face.
All right, so you return to Redu, who is currently just resting at one of the taverns, having a drink, reading a book. And you approach him and let him know that he is your choice for the captain position on your ship. I'm just gonna do total value of deckhand per week once you get everybody together.
now, Redu, this is contingent on the fact that you can keep your mouth shut.
Oh, of course, I wouldn't dream of talking about what you people are doing. I am just merely the captain, and you are, don't want to say cargo, but basically cargo for me. So that is no problem. We will not be talking about anything of the sort.
Good.
Is he related
Hopefully you
to
can keep the deckhands that way as well.
the captain of the guard? Or not the captain of the
Mm,
guard, captain of the ship. You know, Vector.
I know what you're talking about. No.
Because they have similar voices, so it's like, eh?
Same region. Same region. They grew up in the same area.
Redo.
All right, so you find
Oh,
Redu.
redo your
Welcome
choice
aboard,
of picking
Matt
captain.
Mercer.
Yay!
Little do you know,
Ginger
his voice is going to change every time now. All right.
I don't remember you speaking in that accent. I have a talent.
Oh, well,
Actually,
you
it
see,
changed.
sometimes when I get on a ship, it has to change a little bit. So
We got Pumat Soul in the house now.
Rose is starting to think, you're hiding from something. If you're changing that much.
Hey, you can trust people you can easily read.
all
Now
right.
we need the navigator.
And frankly, with a navigator, all we care is they can read the stars and they can follow a map. Because I have a map.
Cargo people and like real ships today actually have navigators.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought one day I was like, yo, I should become a navigator. I'm really good at like navigation. I wonder how you go that path.
All right, so navigators as well. You have three choices. Sanzir, which is a dwarf woman, has been working for the Sabor's family. Can't remember their last name. As a navigator for their ships fairly frequently. and has been doing it a long time. Seems to be a seasoned one at it. Boy
I got you,
Pool.
mate. Altice. No. Yes, I was right. Altice.
Altice, so the Altice family. Boy Pool, who is a very flamboyant tiefling, is just very loud and out there, but seems to have a little bit of arcane in the eyes. You're not entirely sure what, but you can see that little spark that you've seen before in other wizards and things of that sort. But has been doing it for equally as long as Sanzir, just not for a specific person, just whoever needs him picks him up. And Rula, which is a halfling, who you find passed out at the bar, drunk whenever you go looking for her, but lets you know slurringly that she has been doing it for roughly 15 years. And, you know, just kind of picks up jobs here and there until her coin runs dry and she needs more booze, so...
I'm not there.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Ina was here, I know immediately who she picks. In fact, Rose comments on this silently or not, she whispers it as you leave the tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing Ina isn't here, otherwise we already have a navigator.
I kind of like him.
Oh, the arcane navigator? Well, I mean, do you think he will be, I guess, talkative?
That's the main thing I care about is, I mean, obviously the skills matter, but how much they talk. I don't know.
So, based
I
on
don't have an
what...
opinion on this.
interviewing the three of them, Rula would keep her trap shut of anything for a little extra coin. Boypool is kind of like the dwarf from the last one. He's loud and boisterous and talks about his adventures and the time I had to use the stars through the clouds instead of using my charter and sextant to get back through the... And, like, is just boisterous and overplays his endeavors a little bit too much. And Sanzir is very professional, worked for the leader of the docks, basically, and would probably do as told when as hired as a employee.
Rose also adds that she knows the Altice family, and she knows that those who work directly under them are trustworthy.
Not one. Them.
Yeah, so the first lady, the dwarven lady.
Alrighty.
I forgot her name.
Sanzir.
We're slowly picking the most expensive crew possible, and then we're not going to be able to afford them.
Sanzir.
Ugh, excuse me, sorry.
Rose got extra money from her mama. On purpose.
I'm going to refill my water, but I'll be back. I'll still be able to hear y'all and talk,
Okay.
probably.
Okay.
All right. So those are the only two that I had things written. Those are the only two positions I had like people written up for because it could matter in the future. The quartermaster and the weapon master they're easy enough to find. It's just people familiar with, you know, running a ship, keeping track of food stocks and stuff like that, and then somebody familiar with ballistae. So it's a little bit it's easier to find them, and you don't have to think as hard about them because, you know, they're not controlling the ship as much. And then how many more deckhands do you want to get?
We said 3 because we have one with Baron and then 2 on the ship.
So
I'm also happy we got the female dwarf navigator because in a previous game I had a female dwarf navigator and now I'm just picturing her and she was badass as fuck. So
Hey.
Are you paying the 2 boys that you brought on?
I would.
No.
I think we made a promise to like we would pay them, but it's not as much. It was like a discount.
Because we're housing
Because
them.
we're paying
'Cause we're
them with
housing them.
the house right now.
Yeah. Because we were like,
And
okay,
resume
we'll
experience.
Maybe I'll
We're
pay
like-
them out of my like
well,
pocket.
I remember we said we
That's
would
like
pay them
allowance.
less, but that they get to live on the ship like permanently.
Yeah, we're doing an unpaid internship, really.
But they do
We're
get
that
paid less.
we're that scummy company. We're doing the unpaid internship and then just pay them off later.
Aw.
No. No.
drink water through a
Thankfully.
straw.
Sorry, I'm doing the calculations now.
How dare you? Just let us get them for free.
Are you eating spring rolls or are you eating wafers? Those
Neither.
are no Kit Kat bar. Am I hot or cold?
Sausage? Oh, it's a
Mm.
mozzarella thing or something.
That's a mozzarella stick. I was very cold.
As is this mozzarella stick.
Nice. Calc it.
Sorry, I'm doing math.
No, I know. I'm laughing at you.
8.
I like how my bed head is like not bed head anymore, really, except for this little floof in the back.
Little
8,
alfalfa like that.
805.
My cowlicks are bad.
I don't think
Same,
I've
dude.
ever seen an actual alfalfa plant.
All right.
Me either.
Like a crop.
So rounding it. Actually, no, you don't need to round it. It is. Yeah. Well, you know, you don't need to. 80.5 gold pieces a week. To hire the crew that you need for this ship.
Okay.
Remember we said we would talk about doing like a month. So
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. For all of them, that's 80 or per?
For all of them.
Oh god, that'd be expensive as fuck if it was per
Yeah.
person.
322 a month.
Okay.
I think I convinced my mother to give me enough money for a year. Plus
So.
extra, actually. Not to brag.
You agree upon a monthly pay rate for all of them. So you give them the first months up front. Also, you're paying the boys at half rate of all of the other crew.
Yeah, they get free housing. so.
Regular deckhands. So, the deckhands, they're a little more flexible than like captain and navigator. So they're like, hey, we may hop off and like send somebody else to take our place. So you may not always have the deckhands on ship, but you'll have somebody equivalent of what they are. So
There's only 3 of, so I'm not that concerned.
yeah. But you have your crew. Baron has returned from dropping the body off at the Temple of Moradin. Ina, you finished crafting your last poison vial, so you have 1 use, Kazur has 1 use, and Rose has 1 use now.
Mhm.
All right, so you all 3 have 1 use of poison. What's next?
I guess I would ask, with poison, is it just for 1 bolt? Because I know coating a weapon one use coats a weapon, like a whole long
I'd say-
sword, or great sword. So how many like bolts could I
I would
get
say
for
the
1
same vial that coats a sword would coat like 5 bolts.
vial? Okay.
But you have a minute to use all 5 of those bolts. So if you did it like at the end of combat or before combat, you would lose all 5 of those poisons. You have to use it all at once is basically what I'm saying. You can't dip and then go and then dip and then go and then dip and then go. It's use it all at once. You
Could
pour
you
the
put
vial.
poison on the bow?
Oh, I pour the
staff?
vial on the bundle.
True.
For you, Ina?
No, for him. Like, could you put it on the staff and then like every arrow that touches it gets a bit pink? For, like, a
No,
minute?
it's no, because it
No,
moves too
'cause
quickly
arrows-
through it.
And arrows don't really work that way because
Yeah.
the arrow, this is like the staff, the arrow tip is usually beyond that.
Yeah,
I
That's
also
true.
don't use arrows. I use bolts.
yeah. It's
He's got
got to
a
be.
crossbow.
It's got to be applied to the
And a
tip
longbow.
in a pretty healthy manner, and it would go too quickly through a crossbow to pick up enough to do anything.
So what was the solution?
He
I-
gets 5 bolts that
get
that can get poisoned, but it's like a pouring. He can't dip it in the vial. The vial's also very small, so he's got to pull the 5 out, pour it on the 5, and then he has 5 that he can use within a minute.
But if it okay. I was just thinking, like, if it lasts a minute on a sword, then you get 10 chances to hit, right? Or like 6 chances to hit, don't you? Yeah, I don't remember how it works.
I mean,
1
technically,
minute
yes.
is 10 seconds. So shouldn't he get 6 arrows?
No,
6 seconds.
he gets
is a
5.
round.
Oh, okay.
He gets 5.
All right.
You're
Unless we
talking
know
to
how
the
to apply
god right now,
poison to my
okay?
unless we know how to put poison on my spectral bolts, which
No, you could not do that.
yeah, there's no way of doing that. I doubt.
But you
Get
all
spectral
regather.
poison.
You all regather on the top deck of your ship to continue forward. Are you heading to Kiro? Are you sleeping for a night?
Hero.
Kiro,
Well,
we're
how
like
far is
hero
it travel?
of the
To,
Leaf
how
Valley.
far is it travel to Kiro? Like I would not think that long.
Depending on the wind, and looking at my map. It's depending on wind, weather, and you know how the seas are. It would take about half a day to get down there,
Is this
and
the
it
front?
is.
Before
Yeah, that's the top of the ship.
Before we leave, I think Rose would say one last goodbye to her family and then also leave a letter for the prince to be like, I'm gone. Deuces.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever want to find me, ask a wizard to message me or something.
Okay.
Or a cleric.
Alrighty. So, gathering your party and deck and crew, you get board your ship, let the captain and navigator know that you're heading to Kiro. So it's late evening right now. You'll get there in the morning, which is actually probably perfect. It'll take about the night to get there. So rotating out through people. Yes.
I also want to say she like secretly tries to influence Balnock by going, by the way, since you're like the king now, maybe you should try to like become friends with the Council of Vestalia and merge because you kind of don't have a lot left. Bye.
You're kind of fucked. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Can't have
Easy
a
enough to
queen.
do.
Sorry.
What are you doing up there, Ina?
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. So you take your...
How can you see what I'm doing?
I can see everything. I'm literally god of this place. Do you not understand?
I can't see anything happening.
Ina, quit eating ass.
I can't!
You gather your crew and they lift anchor, weigh anchor, and begin to move out of port and towards the city of Kiro, where we're going to take our break because I have to pee.
Hey,
not
I'm very hungry. I'm
surprised.
gonna make something to eat and coffee. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yay.
grab a drink,
Okay.
grab a snack, do what you need to do. We'll be back here in like 10-ish, 15-ish minutes
All right, sounds good.
to go to Kiro. So
Bye.
be right back.
Story.
We're back, chat. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, we're gonna have a pan.
Yeah, I need to go redo my names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just turned turned my overlay off. I was like, I'm not messing with it today. Yeah, did you see my shirt earlier?
What does it say?
It says Windmill Brewery. So I went to a brew fest this weekend with my brother, and
Right.
they have a bunch of like merch and not a bunch. They had t-shirts and their coasters and stuff had cats on them because they have a brewery cat. Yeah, I'm like, and we were like, okay, brewery dogs are a thing. Like people bring their dogs to breweries all the time, but having a cat in there is freaking dope. He said that it just freaking goes around and lays around in there while they're brewing and everything like that. It's kind of great. I think
It
they
adopted them
yeah.
in a way.
I think its name is. I think they said it was Stuart the cat.
It's kind of like how in New York, a lot of bodegas have bodega cats.
Bodega cats. I love that Twitter account.
I like it when they're like sleeping in like the chip bags, and you're like, I love you. Precious.
But yeah, they had these shirts, and I was like, okay, I can't not get one.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
It's got a whole 80s vibe.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty fantastic.
What's your opinion on? God, what are these things called? Pasta salad?
I love pasta
Yeah.
salad.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pasta, like anything with salad in the name, I'm kind of a fan of. Like potato, pasta,
Wait, here's
macaroni.
the real question. Potato salad with mustard or potato salad with mayo?
Depends on I don't know. It's very like like urge based. Like, cause like some days I like it mayo based, but some days I like it mustard based.
I've
Have you
never
ever
I'm
had?
the same way. I like both.
potato
Have you
salad.
ever had vinegar based potato salad? It's hot potato salad, not cold potato salad. It's so good.
Mm-mm.
It's a very German thing, so it's very prevalent around here.
It sounds delicious, so
Mhm.
I'm already in.
Yeah, just look up German potato salad. It's so good. But yeah, have you never had a mayo based potato salad, Brandy?
No, mustard. I've never had a mustard.
Oh, a mustard based one. Gotcha.
It's kind of more sour.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of mustard, but I'll eat mustard based potato salads.
I love mustard.
But yeah, like tuna salad, chicken salad.
I just
both.
made some curry.
Tuna salad I can go without, but chicken salad is pretty good.
Yeah,
Made
I don't
a
know.
little curry.
Nice. I
Well, I
have
didn't cook it yet, but made it.
absolutely zero food in my apartment right now.
You're live, by the way.
Yeah, you're live on mine too.
Oh, you need to go grocery shopping, bud.
I do. I was because I told myself I was like, okay, I'm gonna go at the beginning of September, and I'm gonna spend an X amount of dollars on groceries and see how long it can actually last me.
Oh, you still
Well,
got time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should
I'm
buy
going-
things
Got
that
Labor
last.
Day
Like
tomorrow.
like a
I'm going
large
this
bag
week.
of rice can last for a long time.
Mhm.
Invest in a rice cooker is very good.
Yep.
I have a Instant Pot.
I was
Oh,
about to
there you
say,
go.
if you have an Instapot, boom.
Yeah. But yeah,
Rice
like
cooker right there.
I usually buy groceries. I just like I've always been like, oh yeah, I can last this long off this amount of money. And I'm like, I wanted to see exactly how far something can get me.
Well, like putting like rice in a burrito, and you can put tons of different spices in it, or like
Mm-hmm.
you can have like avocado in it, or you can have it and be like taco based, or you can have it be more like teriyaki based or whatever. And you can do a lot of things and fill up with the rice and the thing.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of different things. It's good.
Yeah, I almost always get a bag of rice whenever I go to the store.
Mhm.
We
Word.
just go to our local Asian mart and buy the huge 90-pound bag or
Yeah.
50-pound bag.
A lot of fucking rice. Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit.
But we're Asian. We eat a lot of rice.
There you go.
I mean,
I'm used to it.
that's
A lot of our
fucking
meals,
rice.
rice and something else.
Yeah. You know what was
I'm
funny?
like, oh, I'm gonna make baked chicken. I'm gonna make me some rice.
My brother got married, and she is from holy shit, where's
You
she
can do it. I
from?
believe in you.
I always forget.
Hong Kong?
Trinidad?
Trinidad? No. I remember you
No.
mentioned someone from Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, that's my brother's girlfriend. My other
Oh,
girl.
never mind. Got it.
It's from I think Trinidad. And anyway, so my brother was like, "Okay, let's make rice with this whatever." And he just put rice with salt on it, and she's like, "What the fuck? Like you just eat rice with salt?" And I'm like, "That was a staple in my house." Like we just ate rice with salt all the time.
Like, you mean when you cook the rice, you put salt in it, or do you mean like you've got regular rice and then you just
You
put salt
cook
on top?
rice, have it on your plate, salt it, eat it.
You're wild.
Okay, well,
The
I mean, I
Asian
just
in nudes
eat.
is like,
Where's
what the fuck?
the flavor?
No,
You didn't
I
even
mean,
fry it.
no. Asians eat just rice too, but I'm just
Yeah,
questioning why put salt.
to make it more tasty.
I guess. I mean, what rice is it?
Just minute rice.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead. Do whatever you got to for that.
Yeah. Fucking
No.
Christ. It's so weird. I honestly grew my whole life without knowing there was different types of rices and shit until like now it's like, oh, basmati would be better for this one. Oh, jasmine rice would be better for this one. I'm like, holy shit, it makes a difference. It really does.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it 100% does.
Yeah.
I do
Uh,
like basmati.
white rice.
Oh, you know what fucking sucked? I bought some
Place that shit
jasmine.
with jasmine, my dude.
I love
White
jasmine
rice.
rice.
I don't
It'll
know.
be better.
The I bought a bag of jasmine rice and
Mm.
like I put it in my rice cooker, but it cooks just like minute rice. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it ended up like really soft. Like usually it's like 1 to 1 or 1 to 1 and a
Like
little bit
1 to
more
1.
of water.
Yeah.
And then
Or you
but
could
this
do
one
the
was like
knuckle
one to
method.
two. And I was like, this seems wrong. And then it
That's
ended up
wrong.
really wet. Like I read the
Oh
instructions on
god,
this rice. I'm
no.
like, this is fucking gross. So I'm gonna
Wet
cook it the way I think
rice.
I should
No,
cook
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
not good.
Nope.
Hi gamer.
It's usually 1 to 1. He's like, "Yo, my whole room smells like mozzarella sticks." My room right now smells like glue because I've been doing personal projects and like
Oh,
trying to make certain stuff, and it just smells like really like that hard, heavy duty glue, the kind of shit that you can huff and get high off of. And I'm just like, oh, this is sickening.
oh no. Halloween stuff?
No, I like enamel pins, but I've never like
Mm.
had any. But recently my boyfriend at his job got some enamel pins, and I was like, "You know what? I'm going to make up like a photo frame with cork and shit to like stick pins in."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Mine
what I
are.
made.
I have pins in my in my golf hat, and one of them is a goose with a knife in its mouth, and it says "Peace
I
was
love
never
that.
an option."
I love that. Is it the goose from the Untitled Goose Game?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
it just says "Peace was never an option."
That's perfect.
I love it.
Yeah, no, my boyfriend, I don't know, do you know what Ruby is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
The show?
anime?
the anime. Yeah.
Mhm.
He
I've
got
heard of it.
he got gifted 4 pins of all the
Ooh.
characters, and I was like, well, I guess I have to put it somewhere, and I've always wanted to start an enamel like pin collection, so fuck it. So I did it.
Oh, like
Nice.
pins. Okay.
Yeah,
Pins.
like
Yeah.
lapel pins.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
a little
I'm.
Ditto pin forever ago, and I have no idea where it went.
Back into the
Yeah, when
ground.
you first said enamel pins, I was like, "What the fuck is she talking about? An enamel pin?" I'm like, "Why can't you just use
I'm
a
not
pin?"
thinking of writing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was too.
No,
And
I
then she
had to
said,
say
"Stick them in a
enamel
frame," and I was like,
I
"Oh."
had to say enamel pins because I didn't want you to get confused with pens.
Mm.
Fuck the English language.
That
Yeah.
Texas accent is what really does it.
Yeah, talking
You
about
Oh,
them
have a
pan,
Texan accent.
Yeah,
them
for that
pans,
word, yeah, because
pans.
it's
Pans.
just like it has pan as well.
Yeah,
Pans.
Go get the pan.
Pans. Go get the
Like
pan.
in Texas accent, it's all three are the
Pin,
same.
pin. God, I
pin,
remember.
pan, pin.
Oh no, you weren't with me. There was a teacher, the grade before I met you, who always pissed if we got them mixed up and would be like, "It's pin, tin, ten, pen." Like they did not like it. And we're like, "Pin, tin, pin." Like it's all the same.
Oh no.
We're Texan, y'all.
Have you ever
For
seen
a
like
while, I
that
thought
short?
Chester drawers were Chester drawers, like Chester
Chester
wood,
drawers?
but it's
Chester?
derived from chest of drawers. So it's
It's not
Ah.
Chester.
well, it's not Chester wood. It's chest of drawers is what it is.
Thank you.
But Texas accent makes it Chester drawers.
I thought it was Chester drawers.
Well, it's chest of drawers.
That's funny.
Damn.
Sorry,
All right.
sorry.
Are we
Sorry,
waiting
so
on
sorry.
Pam?
And we say wheelbarrow, but it's wheel barrel because it
Right.
used to be from half of a barrel.
I'm-
It's
I
a
thought it was.
wheelbarrow.
A wheelbarrow?
I thought it was wheelbarrow.
Well,
Have
it's
you seen,
derived from a barrel because early wheelbarrows were.
a barrel
Yeah.
on wheels?
But it's called wheelbarrows nowadays. I get what you're saying, but wheelbarrow isn't wrong.
Which again, are we waiting for Pan? Because if so, we could just keep talking about the
I
way
feel like we
say
could just keep waiting. At this
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
because
That's
y'all are
fine,
waiting
yeah.
on me.
Yeah, we can wait on Pan.
All right, now I gotta
I was
ask.
thinking.
The road on the side of a highway, what do you call it?
Oh,
Where
you've
you're
asked
from?
me this question before.
I have? Okay.
I'll
Sorry,
keep
Harry?
my Texas accent away from it.
I don't drive.
Yeah, she doesn't drive.
That's fine.
We
Oh.
don't call it anything. Like it's just like a side road or a back road or
say-
something.
We say feeder road.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't say
Feeder
that.
road. It's
Feeder road.
what's the other names for it?
God, there are other names for
An
it.
on ramp?
I think it's like a ride along or something like that.
I've heard that.
I've
Yeah.
heard right along. So it's like it's the road that goes to the on ramp, Brandy.
Yeah.
On ramp
That's-
is like
that's
leads onto the highway, but it's literally the road right next to it. So if you like exit the highway and you want to go to the restaurants or something nearby, you take that feeder road.
Feeder
Oh,
road.
a turnpike?
No.
A turnpike is a giant conglomerate of feeder roads.
Which I recently lived near one now, and I missed
Yeah.
a turn, so I had to go through the entire turnpike, which was actually kind of fun.
It is. You're just,
whee!
have you ever
Frontage road. That's the other one.
Frontage. Yeah,
have you guys
frontage
ever
road.
been to St. Louis?
No.
Access road is another one.
So
Service road.
If you go through Eastern St. Louis, there is a
I've been to St. Louis.
ginormous turnpike that just has all. It's daunting the first time you come to it because you're like, holy shit, where do I go? What do I do? What is this? Why are there so many roads going over and under me? It's wild.
How I
Okay,
don't get
I guess
anxiety from that at all.
When
'cause
a part in
Houston
St.
highways are like this.
Oh yeah, we have the biggest highway, well, lane wise, the Katy
Oh.
Freeway.
Yeah.
The 6 lanes.
It's like 30
8
something
lanes?
lanes. No, it's like 30 something.
Oh, I guess I haven't been on that. Oh wait, I've seen that before though.
It's fucking huge. I've been on
Like-
it a lot because I have friends who live there.
10 lanes north, 10 lanes south.
It's fucking awful.
I would say that would stress me out. Whoops.
Oh, it does. Trust me. Especially in when it's really, really late at night.
Or rainy.
A lot of people love using it to race.
Yeah, they do. No,
oh
wait,
yes, they fucking
it's
do.
Mexico. It's not Texas. It's Mexico.
Yes.
Cops, we're going to Mexico. That's what you say when you're going street racing. You say you're going to Mexico.
Oh well.
Hi.
No?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Oh,
Glad you could
real
make
quiet.
it.
Wait, one sec.
Okay.
Not super
I gotta
quiet to me.
redo all my names.
No, you don't. Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah, she took your name down.
You don't exist anymore. No, you didn't. I just had-
We've killed off Baron, and we just don't like playing with you anymore, Pansy. So
That's
you
true.
disbanded from D&D. Play with your other D&D group now.
Oh.
Yeah, so to catch you up a little bit,
Thank you.
they talked about Kazur's homeland a little bit and all of the different animals and flowers and stuff that are going to be there eventually.
Cool.
You made your way back to Estalia, where Bairn took the body of the Death Knight to the crypts of the Temple of Moradin and discreetly packed it away in a tomb down there.
Nice.
And
Question, Ann. Are you gonna have a camera?
I will after I finish eating this.
Okay.
And so you did that. Rose went and hired a crew for the ship because the ship is now done. Kazur helped her with that. Ina went on board and made poison. And you guys just left port when we were taking our break, just left port to head to Kiro to drop the head off with somebody who might know what is going on down there. So
I'm
you're...
gonna put the body
Did you
in.
say someone made poison?
Me.
Yes.
Ina did.
Oh,
I
hell
helped.
yeah.
Well, I made 3. I gave 1 to Ranger, 1 to Kazur, and I'm planning on giving 1 to you.
Okay. Poison
Your
isn't that
weapons.
good.
Shut up!
If you
Better than
get
nothing.
the status effect poison is actually pretty good. Like if
Oh,
you can
yeah,
get
the
somebody
status effect.
poisoned, it's kind of helpful. So
I'm just
with
saying,
that,
what the hell we facing that's gonna fail a DC 10 check?
I mean, you can always nat 1.
Our character.
There's always that chance.
10 check is.
True.
It's all set back in place, except right now I'm Pan.
All right. So making way out of port, sails are dropped, anchor is raised, ballistae are loaded. You guys make your way in the late evening on the seas down to Kiro. Now, while you're on sea, there's a rotation. Sometimes the navigator's up, sometimes the captain's up. Deckhands rotate in and out to make sure the ship is running efficiently the entire time you're out there. So, for the first, this is a night travel, so you'll get there in the morning. I want one person to roll a D100 for me.
I got it.
He's got it.
It is
Oh.
a 94.
94.
Giant sea serpent.
All right. Bahamut descends from the skies. So during the early parts of this journey, you guys are all out on deck, enjoying the more relaxing state of the adventures that you have had. You're blasted with salt air. Some of you have wine in hand. The seas are fairly calm at the moment. You're close to shore, so it's not as bad as open sea sailing. That is hard to say, open sea sailing. Oh my gosh.
Can we go to Flower Island?
No. You begin making your way, and because you're kind of standing at the front of the ship, keeping an eye out for everything. Off in the distance, you see a spout of water that gets shot up. You recognize it. It's not a threatening spout of water. It's some sort of marine mammal or some sort off in the distance. Another one a little bit closer shoots up. A little bit of water sprays on the deck. You kind of call some people over. You set the flowers on fire. You call some people over and you look off the bow, and it's kind of dark, but most of you have dark vision. Actually, all of you. Well, Kazura, you're human, right? Oh, you have the thing though.
Yes.
So you all have dark vision. You look off the front, the port
Oh,
bow.
I'm invisible on the boat then, right now.
There's lanterns lit on the boat at night.
I'm staying away from the lanterns.
Yeah, so then the only person that can see him is Rose because she has night vision goggles, but because we talked about this, but anyway.
Yeah. It's magical, so
Yeah.
it works.
You look off the
Only I
like
can see Kazur because of my goggles.
So
Only
ev-
your dark vision works, yeah.
yeah, the other two of you, when he moves through the shadows, you have no idea, and then he pops out in like a lantern light somewhere and then disappears again and then pops out. It's terrifying, honestly. But you look out over like the port side of the bow, and you see a fairly large pod of what appear to be large whales of black and white design, just kind of cruising alongside the ship. Their blowholes spout every now and then. A whale tail comes up and slaps the water every now and then, but other than that, is a fairly calm and relaxing sail down to Kiro.
I'm aiming a ballista at them, just in case.
Okay, easy enough to do.
I'm just rolling to see if I get seasick.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
I was like, why are you rolling D20?
I wanted
Alright.
to check if I get seasick.
Is there anything that any of you would like to do this first night on your new ship?
Cake.
Yeah, Ina, it's kind of jarring for you.
Why?
You're not used to being on boats. You've been on a couple times, but still not
Then
used
I'll
to
be
it.
like, I feel like I'd be like tipping around, like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yep. You're that person who definitely doesn't have their sea legs.
Okay.
I'll try and teach Ina that it's like a dance. Like you just walk in step with the motion.
That
Like
is
you-
the way
you
to
know,
get Ina listening. All right, I'm gonna just start and start making my own little kind of
Not
dance.
actually a dance. It's
And
just
then you're gonna regret
you
your life.
waddle.
You're
you-
gonna
you
fucking,
waddle
you
with
wish you never fucking talked to me.
Oh, Baron, you didn't get to see the bottom floor of the ship. Let me pull you over
Good,
there.
I bet
See,
it sucks. I'm kidding.
Baron immediately drops dead. But yeah,
Oh, no,
Baron was dead.
yeah. There's your. Hey, there he is.
Oh,
Hey, I was hiding.
He was.
you were.
He was Kazur. But yeah,
I saw you
there's
the
your
whole
bottom
time.
level of the ship. There's beds. There's a work table for you. Food, better food storages down here in your kitchen area, and a cask of ale and a cask of wine kept on hand at all times.
Wow.
A
Rich.
small stove for cooking, and tables, and there are other things like armor racks and stuff like that. I just didn't put them in, so.
Your
Okay.
workbench.
Oh, I would say while we're sailing, Rose takes off her armor and is just wearing her normal clothes underneath.
Tell
Okay.
you. Ina's gonna be naked.
It's all the time.
Always.
except for the hair.
I mean,
Hair
that's
covers
a
seen-
everything.
that's a
Have you
true
seen the
leisure
thing where
cruise right
people
there.
Are, like, sunning their holes and they'll like bend over naked
Yeah.
and it's dermatologists like, don't do that. The
I've
skin
seen
there is
that.
not meant
Sunburn
for
your
that.
asshole.
Don't do
Because we're like,
I
oh,
like the
doing
phrase
this for a certain
sunning
amount
your
of times a
holes, though.
day
that. It helps
will
your
make you happy. And
yeah,
fix
it'll
your
fix up your
depression.
chakra. Yeah,
Yeah,
It makes
yeah,
me happy.
exactly.
It does
gonna
make
keep
me
doing
happy
it.
showing that asshole.
All right, moving on from sunning your holes.
That's what Ina's gonna do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Is there
Glad
anything
we're
else?
traveling at night then.
Yes. Yeah. You're
Oh.
mooning literally.
I guess there's not anything specific. Hi, maybe Rose speaks with the two children who now live on the boat and are just kind of checking up on them. Are you good? Are you happy? Are you, you know?
You puking regularly?
They're I'm trying to think of the word. They're excited, but like reserved about it. Like they're not entirely sure what's gonna happen or what's going on, but they're excited for something new and a chance at like bettering themselves and their families. So when you paid them before you left, they did run off and give some of the money to their family to sustain them while they are away. And they only kept a small handful of silver for themselves because, like you said, they're living on the ship. You're feeding them, you're housing them, everything of that sort. So they don't need a whole lot, but they gave most of their pay to their family to tide them over.
How about this? When I write my letters back to home, of course I'm gonna speak to my mother. You can give me letters to write back to your family as well.
That would be great. Thank you, Miss Rose. If you guys need anything, feel free to ask.
Of course. I don't really know enough about ship stuff, so I can't tell you what we need, but I'm sure the captain would, or perhaps Baron. He's been reading up on ship.
Oh, Baron, by the way, we made you a ship hand.
yay.
Because they're like, you've been reading up on ship stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll be doing ship stuff.
All
I'm
right.
telling them. about
Alex, get over here. Time for another lesson.
He kind of like he's got a rope in his hand. He just kind of drops it. On my way. And runs on over.
Wait, Rose grabs Alex right quick and goes,
If he ever bothers you or any of that sort, just let me know and I'll take care of it, okay?
Okay. He's mainly just like teaching me how to like use my hands more to do things instead of tools. So if we get in farther, then yeah, I'll let you know. But for right now, it's all going great. As you turn around from grabbing Alex momentarily, you turn around and see Dex is currently hunched over the railing on the side of the ship, just feeding the fishes, hurling chunks.
Puke your guts out, you motherfucker!
Brandy, I thought you'd be much more excited about the puking.
Yeah.
True, I didn't even register. I was like,
Now we're
Dex, who's
doing
Dex?
the hand exercise we're doing is the dagger game.
No,
Okay,
don't
my
do
fingers
that.
of death with a kid. All right.
Oh, I hate that. Game.
Have we had a long rest since I...
Yes.
He only
Yes.
nicks his fingers a couple
Oh,
times.
I'm
He
letting him
rolled.
use the blunt side of the dagger to where
Oh,
like, it's
okay,
not
okay.
I'm not making him use the knife edge yet.
Okay,
Can
he's
you use a
Really?
spoon?
Throwing him into the ocean, tell him learn how to swim, kid.
funny. That's how my papa learned how to swim. Not in the ocean, but
Damn.
yeah, he grew up on a farm in the middle of Kentucky, and they had a small lake behind or like on their property, and that's how all of them learned how to swim. Their brothers took them out on a boat, threw them in the water, and said, "Get back."
That's how my dad
fucking
learned to swim.
Scary.
Yep.
And only one made it back.
Yeah. And that's how I became an only child.
Well, he had what 9 brothers and 4 sisters, I think. So yeah,
They were probably
was-
trying to get rid of some of them.
it was a farming family, man. I'll tell you what. Anyway, okay, so he smashes his fingers a couple times, but he starts to get the hang of it towards the end of the session that you have before you go to bed. Dex eventually empties his entirety into the
Oh.
ocean.
Has it been a week since I asked him to do the stones?
It's been about in the morning. It will be 4 days.
Okay.
So
Oh, do I have space to work on Rose's thingy?
you do. It looked really big down there, that workbench in that corner, but that was just so you knew what it was. But yeah, you have plenty of space to work on whatever you may want to work on down there.
I would work on Rose's.
Okay. How much time did you have left? 3 days?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think
I
it
thought
was.
it was only 2.
Was
or
it
a day
2?
left.
It's 2 because you had 3, and then you one day you were
4
like,
days left.
yeah, you were like, I'm gonna go work on this all day. So you worked on this. So you've got 2 full days. So you can work on it for a little bit. It's half a day's travel, and it's in the night. So I don't know how long you want to work on it.
Oh, true.
And you took a long rest yesterday, but you haven't had one for quote unquote today yet.
I
You could
see.
also just wake up later and join them later.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll
Ina
do that.
first.
What do you want, Ina?
Ina, go ahead.
Can I turn into a fucking octopus and jump off the side of the boat, go down and search for like kelp and like aquatic plants and shit while we're going, and I'll stay under the boat and harvest and come back up. Oh, and I get water plants now.
That was a good octopus move.
So the part that you're currently sailing at is pretty far above sea level, or like the bottom of the floor, like the sea. So you wouldn't really find like plant life here. You would have to get off, go down to the bottom, gather stuff, and then come back up.
Can
And
I say it
you,
once we're approaching Kuro?
yes, we can do that.
I'm assuming this is the path we're taking.
Vaguely, it's you go off the map a little bit because there's a reef in this little like cutout area, so you got to go around that. But I don't have map that far out, so
Okay.
so yeah, you go. It's kind of a big C shape or a inverted C shape that you're going on right now. Rose,
Can I make water breathing potions?
make what?
Water breathing potions.
That takes some exotic herbs and materials to do, so you could not
I'm
do
getting
it.
exotic. Oops.
Your kelp and seaweed are not exotic herbs.
That's what I'm looking for underwater.
Yeah, but those aren't exotic herbs and stuff to make a water breathing potion. Let me
Gillyweed.
I was about to say,
Fucking shit. Rose, what did you want while I'm looking this up? What do you want?
Also, let me use a wild shape.
Well, everybody's got random hobbies, so I was thinking, is it possible for her to teach herself an instrument while on the boat? Just for fun.
You're certainly welcome to start training on one.
Cool.
Which instrument would you like to?
I don't know. I'm just gonna look it up. I just wanted to check if it's possible.
Well, you gotta have the instrument to practice it, I'm sure.
We're going to Kiro.
I have a flute. Do I? Sling scimitar.
And I guess you could practice drums.
Never mind, that's
without
my
a
other
drum.
character.
Yeah. Oh, wow, the bagpipes. Mm.
I'll say retroactively, you could have picked up something in town fairly easily.
Okay. The hurdy-gurdy.
The old family didgeridoo.
Okay, so water breathing potion, Ina. Costs roughly like, depending on where you went to get it, roughly 200 gold, which means you need to find 100 gold's worth of the items needed to make the potion, which means doing more than just going to the bottom of a coastal area and getting kelp and seaweed.
Okay. Well, when we go to Kiro, I'm gonna be like, turn into an octopus and look at all the fishies and be
You need some blue
and I want to
bastard
see
fern.
the coral, and I'm gonna draw it in my books and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Because fun.
So, Rose, what are you?
Except a lyre.
A
I
liar?
wanted to
Okay.
do a harp, but I feel like a harp would be hard to carry around, and she's a...
Well, they have small harps.
Harp?
Oh, there's me.
You don't
there's a
have
small
to-
harp?
Yeah, there's small
Isn't that
harps.
what a lyre?
Is that a lyre?
Yeah.
I thought a lyre was something completely different. But if that's what a lyre is, then yeah.
I
Tell me
thought
what a
lyres
lyre is.
were tiny harps, sorry.
They are. They basically are.
But yeah, I mean,
It's like the
a full
baritone to
blown
the tuba.
harp, you would not be able to just carry around places. Now you could put it on the ship and leave it there, but
No.
all right. So go ahead and roll. Do an intelligence check.
Oh, great. She's not smart at all.
You have a +1. That's not terrible. So it's not that you're bad at learning things. Like, you've been studying and going to school and doing all of these things as nobility of Astalia, but learning an instrument is something completely different, something you're not used to learning. Almost like when you were learning how to speak Yanti. It's a whole nother language. You've got to put things in the right order. You've got to remember which string does what, how to pluck each individual string, and you're not able to quite, especially on a moving ship that you're not entirely used to, you're not quite able to make that connection from your head to your fingers, and it's like, bring, 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 bring. You get frustrated. You kind of have to put it down for the night, and you know you'll come back. That's kind of the lure of instruments. You know you'll come back to it, but tonight you're not really able to do much with it. But
I sent you guys a cool flute thing. It's really-
Baron, are you working for a fair amount of time on it?
I mean, like, I guess like 4 hours if I can
Okay.
get that much in.
Roll a d20 for me.
D20. I got a 14.
14. All right. So you get 4 hours of working on it. Being that you're on a ship, everything kind of, you got to stop for a second to keep things from rolling. And then you get back to working, hammering away, heating the iron, things of that sort. So yeah, you get your 4 hours of work, no more, no less.
Right.
And you're beat whenever you fall down on that bed.
That's the way he likes to fall down to bed.
Exactly,
He's a hardworking
man.
man.
He is, that Baron. All right. You guys all retire for the evening, letting the hired hands do the job that they were hired for. Yes.
How much did the lyre cost?
How good a quality do you want?
I don't want it to fall apart, but she's also a beginner.
Okay. I'd say a gold piece for
Oh.
a decently enough made lyre, but not like extravagant by, like not Stradivarius level.
Okay. And then I will take out the 322 for the month from the 12,000.
And we know what day we're on, thanks to Lappy over here. So when that day comes around again, we'll have to worry about paying him again.
We pay them on
So-
the 28th of each month.
Did I already
Good.
wild shape and then we rest, or do I wild shape once we're getting near Kiro?
Well, you said once you get near Kiro, so it'll be after you rest.
Okay.
So you awake to the chimes and rings of bells and shouting of hands preparing for docking. You're still a little bit ways out from the dock, but they're just preparing everything that they need. The anchor, the ropes to tie down on the cleats, getting the capstan in order. So Ina, you wanted to turn into an octopus and go down and look for kelp, seaweed, those kind of things.
Like herbs down there and animals and little fucking gems. If someone drop gold or something, I'll pick it up.
Okay.
He has
So you-
8 arms to do so.
Slip that ring on that tenny.
So you guys all awake and watch as a fully nude Ina says, "I'll be right back," and then runs upstairs, jumps off the ship, and then as she jumps, transforms into an octopus and jumps into the water.
Oh shit. That was almost as cool as when I feather fall.
A 4. Okay, good to know. This is even better because you keep rolling low. It's making it so much better.
Well, the
Alright.
11 was neutral.
Yeah, but
I have 2 numbers that are
yeah.
neutral, so.
So the other 3 of you, is there anything you'd like to do while you're approaching dock, or should we just go with Ina's thing for now?
Rose enjoys a nice cup of tea as the sun rises. I don't fucking know.
Are we
Alright.
docking right now, or are we about to dock?
You're probably about 20 or 30 minutes out from docking. It was just an alarm of we're approaching gather materials for docking now.
I would, yeah, get on the deck and, I don't know, see the city. You know, get the
Alright.
good view of the city coming in.
All right, as you guys approach, you see the city, and it's small but well established. It's not as large as Estalia, not as large as Falsum, but is all stonework. Is pretty well taken care of. You don't see any like broken pieces of the walls or like fallen in buildings or anything like that. It's definitely a sound structure here on the southern side of this island, whether they be part of the conflicts or not. It is here, and it has been here for a while. Ina, you make your way down to the ocean floor. Go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
Oh, I took a rest, so let me switch my
11.
proficiency real quick.
You
Oh, yeah,
find
I gotta do my blessing.
you find all sorts of plant life, sea kelp, seaweed, a few bunches of coral where there's little fish kind of scurrying in and out, and then they see an octopus and they go and hide because you eat them.
No, I wouldn't.
You do find a couple of close-shelled clams that you can grab if you would like to, or if you'd like to leave them.
No, leaving them.
But for the most part, you just kind of get 6 or 7 tentacle-fulls of seaweed, kelp, and things.
All right, I'll cook it.
All right.
And I'm gonna come back up to the boat and go.
Okay, so the boat moves faster than you, so you're probably going to get back to the boat by the time it's in dock. This is all taking place over a certain amount of time here.
Thanks,
So-
Well,
man.
once it's docked, I'll go.
Yeah.
Bink.
But yeah, the boat definitely moves faster than you, so it'll take you time to gather the things and then come and then swim towards the boat and everything like that. So
Okay.
you guys come
Today's
into
the
port.
28th, correct?
It is now the 28th. Yes.
Of the what month, sorry?
7th.
Oh, shit. And there's 8 months.
Okay. Rose, did you see that he gave you blessing? Okay.
That's why I wrote it down.
Oh, I didn't. I saw the message in Discord, but didn't see the other one. Okay. You guys make your way into dock, and the closer and closer you get, you realize that this is definitely a city of defense as opposed to offense, at least from the outside. The walls are thick and sturdy stone. Baron, you make out they have perfected the way to build defenses here. The creases or cracks between stonework are filled and well maintained. The erosion that has happened has been taken care of. The cement that they use is likely very strong and blends in very well, which makes the wall almost seem as one piece of stone, but it's not. Obviously, they don't have like concrete, but it's very well constructed and very well made. Yes, Rose?
Does Rosaline know any higher ups in Kiro, being that, she is a noble from Estalia, and I'm sure she's done trade or been part of some trade kind of things with her dad?
Yeah, and it's kind of like just that. It's like you guys know each other, and that's about it. You don't. I mean, from the books and stuff you've read, you know a little bit of their history, but it's not like you walk in and they're like, "Hey, Rose, what's going on?"
Yeah. I figured it was more of her trying to help pinpoint where to go with the skull.
Yeah.
Because, I figured she might know a little bit of the city more so than the other people here. So she'd be like, actually, that's the temple over there. We might want to talk to them. Or, oh, no, we want to talk to so-and-so.
Well, because it was I'd probably want to talk to somebody that had something to do with the Kiro family line, just because that's the coin that we found on the guy.
Yeah, and also he had a lord, too.
I don't
His
what?
lord
Bala, right?
Oh,
Lord
yes.
Bala.
I would argue we approach their city hall if they have one.
Ah, yes, they do. I know exactly where it is. I guess you could just follow me and we'll knock on the door, ask for assistance.
All right, so I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
Alright, where's our Kiro city map?
Too.
He just
I
back up.
am a terrible DM and didn't make one.
That's
No.
okay.
We
We can use our
imaginations. All right, so you come to dock, and it's a very small dock. There's maybe 3 total docks, and 2 of them are taken up by ships flying what you know to be the Kiro colors. And you understand that these are likely their city ships or like naval ships, something of the sort that they use for their purposes only. But they do keep one dock open in case anybody does happen to come down and visit or need something from them. So you make dock, and as you do, a handful of armed guards make their way down the dock, as you made no contact that you guys were coming down here, and have now just docked randomly at Kiro's docks. Upon stepping off, you are stopped by a not aggressive by any means, but group of 5 or 6 guards, one leading in front of them. Dressed in... Sorry, my ear itches like crazy. Dressed in full plate mail, armor or helmet underarm, other hand on sword in sheath. Once again, not acting aggressively, just trying to figure out what's going on. Long black hair pulled back into a ponytail, very elven-like features. Obviously an elf, but slender, angular, kind of well-kempt woman approaches. Might I ask the nature of your docking here?
Oh, I'm the party face, aren't I? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll speak up if you don't.
Well, I have the +2, so...
Yes, of course. We're here to deliver something to someone in the city. Actually, you might be able to assist us with that. We found the corpse of an old soldier for Kiro, and we would like to bring him back to be buried correctly.
Okay. Where is said body? I do not see one on you.
I have
It's on our ship.
the face with me.
The face
He
and
was decapitated.
Why not us?
Oh, don't save that. It makes it worse. I mean, he was decapitated by us, actually.
You have
I think
piqued
a second time.
my interests. How about we escort you to someone who may know more?
That's fine.
Kind of turns to the guards, and they kind of all had, there was two of them with swords in their sheaths, and two of them had crossbows, and the crossbows were kind of at low ready, like ready for something that was going to go wrong here, and they kind of dropped to like just a resting kind of thing, but none of them take their hands off of their weapons.
They're guards, yeah.
The head honcho here is you, Baron and Kazura, your passive insight is high enough. You notice a slight recognition of, she recognizes the decapitation that you're speaking of, but doesn't show it like outright. There's just that hint of, okay, she does know something about what's going on here.
While
This
we're
way.
walking, like, if they, like, walk with us, I want to kind of, like, whisper to the gang, like, I don't think we should give it over just to anybody. One more time.
I can't even hear what you're saying because you're actually whispering it.
Oh, yeah, true. I said I don't think we should just hand it over to anybody. I think we need to learn more about what's going on before we tell everybody about it.
That's why the body's not with us.
I know, but...
So she leads you. The two sword-armed guards follow closely behind you, and then the two crossbow guards stand about 30 feet back. Yes.
I'm keeping... Oh.
Are all the guards elvish?
No. Just the head one is. The other four appear to be human, but they also have like full helms on. So the features you make out are human, but you're not entirely for sure. But they don't seem elvish. This angles aren't, the facial features aren't the same as hers. So you assume that they're human of some sort.
I'm keeping my hand on my crossbow as well at my hilt.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know I didn't say this earlier, but Rose would, if she leaves the boat, she'd put on the armor.
Especially since Baron blessed it, so I would assume that was the case.
Yeah.
All right, so she leads you.
In case the kids hit it.
She leads you through the large gates in the front, where only one is open and just cracked about 5 or 6 feet, enough for people to get through. As you make your way into the city, and it's a pretty elegant city. All of the buildings are stonework. There are wooden frameworks for some of the buildings where like stables and things of that sort are. But for the most part, this is an entirely stone-built area, and has long been here. And it looks like as the time goes on, they upgraded and built everything to last as opposed to expand. Baron, it's very intriguing to you to see an entire city built out of stone. The walls, groundwork in between buildings, everything of that sort is all stonework, and it's pretty good. There are some places where it's shoddier than others, but for the most part, everything here is very well made, very well crafted. It seems like the people who live here for life and don't tend to move around too much.
They all have blue rooftops.
They do not, no.
Wow, I'm thinking Greece is when you're saying this. It's
Yeah.
all stone.
But
Do you have a library, by the way?
are you asking the head? Yes, we do, and I believe that person might be the one we go talk to first.
Okay.
So she's leading you through the city. You're passing through the streets. You pass a market, obviously a market, big open space with lots of little. It's like a 1 or 2 big canopies that kind of stretch over it with stalls and things set up. What you're used to. As you make your way towards the largest building in the city, which you assume is the keep. and go just left of it and find a much older building. Perhaps this was the first keep or one of the first buildings that were built in this place, that reads archives along the top of it. And she's like, and here we are. This is the history of the city that we have. So library and things of that sort we keep here. Nods to the guards again as they go back to a more at attention stance, but they don't follow you in. They stay on the outside, just guarding the door in case anything may go wrong.
Are you expecting trouble? I'm gonna say to one of the guards standing outside.
Well, we don't really know you, and you say
Oh,
you've
it's trouble from us you're expecting.
well, you've brought a head into our city that you say is lost and been gone for a while.
Yes.
So yes,
Well,
All
You're
right.
smart.
Your
All right.
Checks
thank
out.
you for your hospitality and showing us the way. I guess we speak with the librarian inside.
I'm sure they
Um,
want to be a part of the discussion when their captain here does.
I don't
Of
know.
course.
Erwin's leading the way. If it was up to me, you'd all be dead by now.
Oh,
It's a good tourist spot.
We're not a tourist spot.
If it was up to you, we wouldn't be dead, and you might be the one laying on the ground instead.
Make an
Bizarre.
intimidation check.
With disadvantage.
Oh, that's good. 15. Just a straight
I'm
15.
gonna fucking puke.
He steps up to you, pulls his sword out about 6 inches. Fucking try it.
because
Oh,
you're trying to be nice guests.
I'll go. Oh, don't worry about him. He hasn't eaten lunch yet. Come on, dearie.
You would need a bit more blade than just 6 inches to handle me.
Ah!
Ew.
Whoa.
And
He unsheathed the sword all the way. About 3 feet then. Fucker.
you fucker.
Wait, do they have
Captain,
any?
can you please keep your guard in check here? He's a bit much.
You see, she also has her sword unsheathed now. Well, you see, you are the one who is trying to press him first. So I advise you stop.
Wanted us dead. All
Yes,
right.
but he follows my orders, and so far he has been. But when someone comes in talking all kinds of shit and wants to start a fight, maybe I want to fight too. And she puts her helmet on.
I by no means want to start a fight. I simply.
Then you better keep your fucking mouth shut.
I greatly apologize for my friend. He's a little aggravated, and we really would like to help bury this person before we leave for our journey.
And before we
I gotta do
bury
some
someone else.
rolls, man. There's so many decisions because it had to be a dark day for Kazura too. God damn it.
Please,
What do I do?
Kazura, don't fuck this up.
Please, I beg of you, place your swords back.
Do we have good relations between Kiro and Estalia?
You
I
haven't
can't-
even used
I
your
don't think they really
name.
talk.
You should
Ro-
really flaunt your name.
Well, no. Rose would know if they have good relations.
As good as it gets with Kiro, but they're also very secluded and try to keep themselves out of everything.
Like Ina's land.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really debating just walking back to the ship right now.
Rose would probably be like, if you're not able to keep your mouth shut and be hospitable, it's probably best that you do.
I suggest you listen to your friend here.
I don't
All
think
right.
Rose
I'll
wants to
walk
throw.
back.
Rose doesn't want to throw her weight around right now because she doesn't have that much influence in Kiro, so she's not gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Lady Capthorn, so fucking serve me."
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a dice and I'm gonna see what I do.
Oh God.
I'll walk back to the ship. All right. Well, if you excuse me, then I don't want to cause trouble. I'll just simply walk back to the ship.
Thank you.
You four,
Azure.
take him back. send 6 more down to me.
To be fair, we did save your city, kind of. I mean, you know what happened to fucking
I would
Lena?
shut your mouth right now.
Valnaarmn. That was gonna happen here, and we fucking stopped it. So just saying.
Am I back at the ship, or I guess we'll just wait.
You are going to be escorted back by the 4 guards that originally followed you in, and
Ina?
6 more are being sent to watch over your friends.
Ina and Baron, in case you decide to also open your mouth here,
I
I am
did say
going
that,
to
though.
say this once and only once. Leave the diplomatic things to me, okay? Unfortunately, we are on unfamiliar territory, and for you, it is familiar with me. I understand Kiro's customs. Please. You little bitch, I hate you.
What?
Also, Kazor
Nope.
has the head.
Yep.
You stupid bitch.
No, I'm about to do something that is not going to make y'all happy.
You already did.
Oh, I'm going back to the boat.
All right.
Tossing the
Well,
fucking head.
with your friend out of the way, now. Xavier! Xavier! And you hear some wrestling and some tossing of things out in the way. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh,
Bitch.
what? And you look up and there's a railing that's like stacked high with books, and you see big old like bottle cap glasses pop over the side. Oh, what can I do for you? Come down here. These people have something they need to talk to you about. And he makes his way downstairs, and you see a small little halfling man, bald top with just the rim of hair going on, little patches of fur that are kind of growing in on the facial hair side of things, and those big bottle cap glasses that I was talking about, just staring at you. Basically, all you see are pupils like zoomed in on his face. Yes, what can I do for you?
Rosaline, naturally, her instinct is about a curtsy. And she says,
Hi. Yes, my friends and I are here because we discovered a corpse, an ancient corpse, that belongs to Kiro, and we were hoping to return it in order for it to be buried correctly.
The time that we think it was killed at, whatever it was, is about the time that these coins came from. And I'll hand him one of the coins. Bink. No, I see you, Lappy.
I see you,
Okay,
Lappy.
there we go.
Kind
I
of
missed
takes a
everything
coin.
y'all said.
We're telling them
we're
about the
just
corpse.
saying hi. Here's the corpse.
Mhm.
We're talking about a corpse. Yeah.
Takes a coin, sticks it up to his glasses. Oh yeah, that's quite an old one you got there. You said you found it on a body in the woods.
Quite far away,
Yes.
actually.
Yes, actually.
Oh shite! And he looks over at the like guard captain that's been kind of bringing you back. Is this what I think it's about? Think so. Well, I kind of brought them here to you instead of, the keep to be questioned there, but I figured you'd know a little bit more about it. Yes, true. All right, come on, follow me. We're going to have a little story time back here in the back.
Oh, sure. Do you need the head?
Well, eventually, but I figured you'd at least want to know what's going on, right?
Sure. Let me just.
Kazur, as you're being led back to the docks, the guards all have their swords in hand, shields in hand, crossbows directed at your back, and are marching the 2 swordsmen very close to you and the 2 archers pretty far away from you in case anything were to go wrong. Are you trying anything on your way back, or are you getting back to the ship?
I'm just getting on the ship.
Okay. They lead you back to the ship. They watch you step on and then create a wall on the dock so that anything on the ship cannot come through into the city.
I'll command the sailors to raise the plank, not leave an easy access point.
Sure.
Okay. They bring the plank onto deck. Sorry, there's a bug in my room.
Poor
You're on
bug.
the ship.
Little bugger.
Okay, so we're on like the third dock, so there's a blind side of the ship then, correct?
So the way it goes, here, hold on. I'll just make a little diagram for you here.
Ooh, diagram.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
So city is square, is black square. There's some land like that, basically. Once again, very basic diagram. Actually, I did that a little wide. Hold on. It should be more of
So
a.
annoying, Kazur.
Oh, this is gonna be.
So
It's a dark
annoying.
day. I'm sorry. We rolled
Should be more
a
of a like
bad
that.
number on the D20, boys and girls. Ugh.
Your personality just changes whatever the day is when you roll.
Oh no, his internet.
Baron's personality changes every day too, but I just roll in that 20 every day.
Hey.
I think that's
Oh.
1, 2,
Oh.
3.
There you
Okay.
go.
That's
You're
me.
back.
So yeah,
So we
it's
said your personality changes every day just based off of your role. Great. Wonderful.
Who knows?
Volatile. Is that the word?
Oh no.
all right. So there's 1, 2, 3. Technically, it's like from right to left because it's actually facing westward. And you are on dock 3, roughly
I don't
in this.
see
So
the
it's here?
docks.
Oh, okay.
You mean you don't see the docks? They're on the right hand side of the thing.
Refresh.
Okay.
You see it now?
Yeah, that might be.
Okay. So
It's
yeah,
loading. Oh, there they are. Okay.
and the red like bow part is where your ship is.
Okay. And so the guards are on where 3 is at. They're just lined up right there.
Yeah, guards are like right here.
Oh, okay. So there's all right. Well, our ship is massive enough that I'm obviously out of sight of them at some point, I assume.
I mean, you could be. You're
Okay.
you.
Well,
You're also an invisible boy half the time.
well, I'll go to the rear end of the ship then and try and make sure I'm out of sight of everyone.
Okay.
And
Called the
out
anus
of
of the ship.
spite, I'm gonna take the head and sword out of the bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the rope and just let it untangle and fall into the ocean.
With the head off, like away from the
Well,
sword.
the head is by the blade.
They
Like it's still
definitely do
touching
not
the
see
blade or
this.
not touching the blade anymore.
I don't know.
But he was in a cage. No, Panty's made a cage.
Did I make a cage?
Did he? I don't remember.
Oh,
I thought
think
we
you
talked
said
about
that,
making a
but-
I
cage.
remember
don't
you
know if
guys
he
talked
made
about
the
it, but I
cage.
don't think he ever did. I think he just put the rope of entanglement around it. All right. They definitely do not see it. Actually, hold on one second. Double natural 2s for the guards and the crew to see you doing this thing. So nobody sees you doing this. You step to the back of the ship. You take the head out of the whatever you were holding it in. You say the command word while holding it over the back, and the head and blade are now lost in the sea behind the boat. But none of you know
And,
this.
I'll just say, like, kind of whisper it. If you must atone. Do what you need to for rest.
The
And then I'll just walk back into my quarters and go to my bed.
the shade kind of creeps over your shoulder, and well, they did test you. All right, back to you 3.
Yeah, Rosaline just went, oh, sure, let me get the head. Oh,
And I'm
wait.
gonna be like, I gotta fucking chill.
I also know from reading that this city hates dragons the most. Like, I already knew that coming in.
Are
So
you a dragon?
no.
we did find out that
I'm
he's
just a full-scale
friends with
dragon in human form.
dragons. He
Yeah.
got mad. Like we brought up dragons and he brought out his got his sword or crossbow ready. And then like
Mhm.
we were like talking about how we were friends with dragons and we liked them, and then he put his sword slowly away, and
He chilled. We did tell him we killed the dragon. In fact, you as Baron said it. And we were like, Baron, stop.
Oh.
and,
When did I say
and,
this?
and he was like,
you didn't, but
you
Forky
killed a
playing
dragon?
Baron
Forky
did.
did.
We were like, yes, a red one, please, don't hurt us.
We did kill a dragon.
I feel like I feel like
we didn't talk about the gold or the brass dragon with him. We
No.
did not tell him that. And we did not tell him about the egg because we as a group made a promise to Scalefound to never talk about the egg with anyone.
So yeah,
Right.
I know of the brass dragon. I don't know it is a brass dragon. I've inferred. That's all I know. I know that
Mm.
there's another dragon you've met. I know y'all met 2 dragons now. You killed one. There's another one.
Mm.
And Rose was trying to lie and say it was Bahamut, and I read through that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. It's like, I'm Bahamut, obviously. And he's like, that's a god. That doesn't really count. I was like, it kind of counts.
Mm,
all right. But back to you 3. All right. So
By the gods. Wait, okay, here's the question, Fork. I
Hmm.
did mention the head. Does Rose realize that Kazura has just ran off with the fucking head, or do I need to roll something for this?
no, you would realize it because it's you had the body and he had the head whenever you guys
That's right.
Did the
yeah.
thing.
By
Oh. Oh, damn it. I already lost it. Oh well. Can I say I did one more thing for
Hmm.
I would cut a hole in the bottom of my bag.
You little boy.
Okay.
Boy.
Like slit it like large.
You're so annoying.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Is this a magic bag or just a bag? Like, are you
Just a
actually
bag.
destroying a bag? Okay.
I'm not destroying a bag of
how
holding.
dare
I
you
just have a
destroy
normal bag.
I just realized the friend that we sent back to the ship is the one with the head.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll definitely need that for what we're doing. So I'd suggest you go get it.
Would one of you
I'd
to
like to
grab-
stay and learn about this little Ed.
I
You
mean,
don't.
What?
I guess I can go back.
You don't have to. You can also send a message, I guess.
Let me see if I got those back. I do.
Unfortunately, our sending stones aren't ready yet. I did order them. Still being created.
I'll cast sending
Okay.
to Kazur.
Okay.
Hey Kazur, we need the head. Do you still have it? Or one of us will be on our way back.
Oh, is this bad? I don't think you've ever sent to me before. Yeah, I should still have it. I don't think it's best that I bring it out, though. I'm not really too keen with these guards.
Out. Yeah, out of words. I think you may have been over a little bit, but out of words.
I'll rephrase it to get the message. You're like, if these guards don't like me, I should still have it.
Okay, I let him know, but he probably shouldn't come back here, or else he'll get killed, or he'll kill someone.
If he
Which
kills
one of
someone,
us-
we kill all of you. The guard captain says it.
I know it's a it's a really shitty situation we're in.
Wait, if I get killed by Kiro, that would start
A war.
a shit with these Stalia. That would start war.
If you got attacked, it would start shit.
Personally, highly would not recommend attacking us. It would be
Oh, yeah?
unfavorable for you.
And why is that?
I highly doubt you want a war. I am Lady Capthorn.
You mean a war with a city that's been under siege, housing a bunch of refugees, spending all of their resources rebuilding? I think we could probably fucking handle that. Continue.
Oh, this
Could-
is pissing Rose off now.
A
That
war
is
with a
pissing her
community
off.
that still has bloodlust in their eyes, and they're ready to protect what's theirs.
How about I just say neither of us want a war, all right?
I mean, nobody
what
wants
you
a
will.
war, but push comes to shove, I think we can fucking handle ourselves.
Ina's like inner flame, like inner Sakura kind of fucking mindset. I've had enough of these fucking assholes.
Fun fact: Rosalie's subclass as a fighter gives her a lot of like. It's supposed to make her stay calm in stressful situations. So you could tell her eyes are a little on fire. She's not using it, but like it's a little on fire. She's clearly clenching her fingers tight enough that it could make her hands bleed. As she's just like,
Let's just agree to disagree.
she's trying to stay diplomatic as hell right now.
No, actually, you know what I'm thinking? I
What-
don't think this is
What are you thinking there,
I
lass?
don't think this is what you guys think it is. I think we should go home and just live our lives. And
You
fucking
know what?
get these fucking head and put it back to the body and kill these fuckers.
Do you say that? Do you whisper that?
Don't.
I'm
Just don't.
Rosalie literally just said, "Don't say shit."
No, I
Rosalie
didn't
is
say it, but
trying
I'm
to
like,
be a diplomatic
Oh,
person right
God.
now.
but
know what?
Stina's
I'm likely to agree with your little ass over here. Either you present the head and we go on forward with this, or you get the fuck out of my city.
it ain't your city, lass. For one.
Roll an
And two-
intimidation check.
Okay. I will. I'll fucking intimidate you, bitch.
You know what? At disadvantage, because she's
No, that's
already
not
fucking
fair.
fed up with you guys.
Okay. That's not fair. 12.
12. She kneels down and like has the sword like on its like the pommel, so it's like standing taller than you at this point. Oh yeah? What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna go to your goddamn prince, seduce him, marry him, and then I'm
Ina!
gonna fucking be your leader, bitch! That's what I'm gonna do! I
Ina,
can fuck my way to the top, you
Rosa!
stupid bitch!
Rosalie immediately just grabs Ina's mouth in the
Ina,
middle of
it's
that conversation.
Time to turn on some bitches! Like, she is getting right ready!
Oh
Yeah.
God, actually,
what I
Rosalie's not
fucking
happy
thought.
either.
You can't have a real conversation or a real fight. You gotta turn to fucking to get your way, don't you, you old whore?
Holy
Yeah.
Alright, Ina's had enough.
The
She's
other
wild
six
shaping.
guards have come into the room now, and they all have their weapons drawn and are ready to go.
We're so
Now-
dead.
Alright, Baron. I'm gonna say,
Here's your
Baron,
f-
send another message.
Here's
and then
your
I'm gonna
fucking
wild
options.
shape into a fucking flame. And
I
turn
am
on
holding
her.
you, Ina. You gotta
Ah!
understand that Rosalie is physically
She
holding you
called
right
me a whore!
You either get the fuck out of my
We're-
city right now,
Again, ain't your city?
or I call the rest of the city guard,
Okay.
and we take care of this the old-fashioned way.
Guys, I don't
Okay.
feel like dying today.
now.
Alright, we'll get out your city.
Wait. No, as I said, I am trying to hold Ina. I've probably grabbed her mouth at this point and am like seriously trying to keep my shit together over here. Do I have to roll something before she gets even worse?
Roll, both of you make athletics checks to see if she can break out of your grasp, which I doubt
Okay,
because
but-
Rose is a fucking powerhouse. But
Athletics?
yeah,
Fuck, I have negative
At
1.
this point,
14.
I want to say I'm sketching the
Oh.
face of the guard in my journal.
you got what, Ina?
14.
Okay, so
I also have
Ina
14.
Ina does break out of your arms as you're sitting there holding her.
Wait,
Hold
we
up.
both have 14.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
but since she's
I'm
the one
fighting
who's
against it.
actively trying to do something, she wins on a tie.
Let's just say Rose doesn't want to hurt you, and she actually is angry too, but she's trying to stay civil.
I'll acknowledge that and break out and go,
You guys hear a from outside of the building while you're in here.
Oh, that sounds good.
Fine. We shall leave your city and give you a space for your duck. But
Good.
don't say we didn't try to assist.
Get the fuck out.
what was that little horn? Your fucking dinner bell?
No, that's for the rest of the city guard to come beat your ass if you make any more fucking moves against me.
Yeah? Yeah, you're gonna kick my ass, are you?
Yeah, come the fuck on.
Okay, Ina is
Really?
like,
I so wanted to know what the fuck the story with the Death Knight is, but now we'll never fucking know. We pissed off an entire
Oh,
city.
we'll know.
Ina, what's your armor
we'll
class?
know.
16. Guys, if she hits
Oh,
me,
God.
I'm moving in.
If
trying
she
to
hits
sorry.
you, if
right
she
now.
hits you, you're
You
dead.
really shouldn't. You should not. This
You
will
take-
be the
That's a
death of
whole
Ina.
This
city.
will
3
be
points
the death
of-
of 3 of us.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as she takes the pommel of her sword and whacks you upside the temple with it. I told you to get the fuck out of my goddamn city.
Like, was that supposed to hit?
I need all 3 of you to roll initiative now.
I'm sorry.
You killed us.
You killed us, yeah.
Okay, no.
When I
No,
heard,
you can't go
Nope,
back.
you've said
I-
it now.
when I've heard the
Okay.
horn, could I do some actions? When I heard the horn, because I'm assuming I heard the city horn.
You would have heard the horn, yeah.
I'll
Sorry.
get
Yeah,
out of the
5.
bed in a
Jake, call
hurry
me a
and get the
whore!
entire deck hands
Ina
ready
is
and
the
like
most
be on the ready.
easily agitated
Get ready to set
person.
sail at any point.
Yes.
Get ready to move. Like
Okay.
I love that Rose writes a
Like-
letter like,
fair-
I'm gonna leave from home if something happens to
Like,
me. Do something, and
we pulled a-
literally the next day she dies.
To be fair,
pull up-
to be
we
fair,
pu-
we
like-
don't have to attack back.
like we take the anchor up already. Like we're getting ready to just move. Like we're not. The sails aren't. The masts aren't pulled down yet for us to get going.
17.
Mm-hmm.
But we're ready to move.
Yeah, I probably should have used my charming, shouldn't I have?
All right.
Yeah, I walked out because I knew Kazura was gonna cause some issues here, and he was smart
Yeah,
enough to.
I
just
wanted
walk
to
the
learn the
fuck away.
story.
I wish Ina also left.
She
I
was
think-
shit talking your city and then was fucking acting like the head honcho. And
You
I'm like,
never
"Bro."
said anything about her city.
Yeah,
Well,
she said.
Oh
that-
yeah, she did.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh,
oh, you
well,
think your
yeah,
city
'cause-
could take us?
Well, you just went under siege. She wasn't shit talking city. She was just saying like we could take you.
She
That's
wasn't
shit
being nice.
talking.
It's really not. If your city goes under siege, you're weak. That's what a siege is for.
I think we.
It's insulting to imply that it would
Yeah,
be
I
a
think it
cakewalk
was
to take a
insulting.
war.
Rosaline is trying to be as civil as she can be because she's like, look, man, I just want to give this skull to them and leave. Like, I didn't even want to do anything with this skull. I, in fact, was like, let's just bury it here. And then y'all were like, nah, we got to take it to the city. And I'm like, fine.
I said, and I quote, I have no attachment to this skull. Why are we going?
Well, now Rosaline's also like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to put that skull back to its head. Let him destroy the city. Except, no, she wouldn't do that. The guards are shitty, but the people aren't.
Is
They're
the
innocent.
librarian gonna fight us?
God, I didn't want to
Only
fight.
hope.
I have the ship
Sorry,
ready.
I had to
All right.
do it.
Ina, what's your initiative or what's your initiative roll?
You know they're probably all
17.
fighters, and you've seen
A
what a
what?
fighter can do.
17.
17. Baron.
I got a 5.
Okay. Rose.
8.
8. Okay.
I'm gonna puke. I regret the thing I did.
Really?
Oh.
She hit me with a thing. All I said was, "That's supposed to hit." That's it.
You
That
said
was
you were gonna
more
fuck your way
shit
to the
talk.
top of the city.
Yes, but all of this has been building and building and building and building and building. And you know, at some point, things just don't work out.
Yeah.
And that's
You
what
could
did it.
only, 2 of our characters said we were going to kill them.
No. Who?
You said
Zor
Oh, I
did.
did. I 100% said that.
You definitely did.
I
And
didn't.
then when you whispered, you said we got to get the
I didn't
skull
actually
and
say
kill
that.
them.
No, I didn't say that out loud.
Mm.
Yeah, they're roughly the same size. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh!
All right. Going first are all of the guards actually, and so
Oh, great.
the
Yay! Could you, I don't know, ask Moradin for some help?
Yeah. I'll try.
If not, I have other things up my sleeve if we're about to die.
all right, crossbow. All right, so those two are heavy crossbow wielders, and then the other four have melee weapons of some sort. I just didn't want to go search through a bunch of things for melee people. So, the two with the crossbows, all ready them, and then like have them at the ready to shoot, and are pointed at Ina. They don't shoot yet.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
they don't shoot
15,
yet. All right, so
20,
we're still in
25.
civil mode, sorta.
Yeah. So they all move up and create kind of like this funnel-like area past the door is back behind the different looking guard in front of Ina right now, which is Evelyn, who is the captain of the guard. And all of them get their weapons and they all appear ready to attack anything that makes a move that they are not happy with. So, ending that.
I'm gonna fucking swing around the... Just kidding. I'm joking.
Ina, it is your turn.
I'm going to insect play. No. I'm going to be like, I'm gonna take a step, put my hands up, and I'm gonna step back, inch. All right, I get it. Let's get out of here, mates.
Okay. Rose, what?
Them attacking us, does this actually start a war with Estalia? Because if I die, or if I get severely injured by them, that is an act of war, right?
I mean, unless you tell Estalia or somehow word gets back to Estalia, nothing's going to happen from this. Because nobody will know.
Okay, if we beat their asses, which I doubt, but just hypothetically, would that start war with Estalia?
Feasibly. You're not entirely sure, but your city is kind of weakened from the siege and taking on a city of refugees.
I did back up.
So, like,
But
it's
you
kind of
could own a whole continent if you win.
It's kind of a toss-up. Because like the city's be like, holy shit, they attacked one of our nobles, but also we're kind of stretched thin at the moment.
I don't know what that means.
What do you mean, no, we good?
They
They're
ain't
not
attacking.
attacking, right? They're not attacking. Y'all are just in initiative right now because it's
Oh, they're
highly
not.
tense. Yeah, they didn't. Pork
They've
said they
had
have
their
their
whole
bows
move
ready.
before us.
Okay.
Even if
And then
They
for
just
their-
didn't shoot. It's just
Would
that
you-
tense that we're in initiative right now.
Would you
Yeah, and
agree
so I
if they
backed up.
start to attack,
I don't think
I don't know
so.
what that means.
Wish. Use the wish.
To do
The
what?
ring. She has a ring that has the one wish spell on it.
Oh! That'll always work?
It's
no, but
Oh.
it's like a genie in a bottle. She could wish for something, but then I get to use my devious mind to decide what that wish does. But she
If
could,
it goes beyond the content
the
of
scope
spell,
of the spell. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ina doesn't want you guys to die, so she's like, okay, make it.
So Ina puts her crossbow on her back, puts her hands and takes her hands out of her salt pockets and
I don't
backs
have a
up.
crossbow. I have my
Her
quarterstaff.
sorry, bow. That's what I was referencing. But anyway, you put your quarterstaff on your back, you put your hands up, and you back up to Bairn. It is now the captain of the guard's turn, who, after just having whacked Ina, now, I suggest none of you say another fucking word. You get the fuck out of this library, you get back to your fucking ship, get the fuck out of here, and never come back. Does that make sense to you?
So tempted to say word. say another word.
Shake your head, yes. That's all y'all should do.
I'll be.
And she puts her weapon up into a ready to attack stance and moves slightly back and over here.
Rose
I'm
just nods her
gonna-
head. She's like, I'm fucking getting out of this. I'm not. Fuck this.
Me too.
Ain't fucking worth it.
Creeping forward.
All right. We fall out of initiative as long as you guys don't do anything obscure.
I thought we were actually going to battle, so this was like, fuck. But no, if they're not
Ina's-
going to attack me, I won't attack them.
Ina's a wild card, and I wasn't for sure what was going to happen next, and I didn't want to be, caught completely off guard. So
I would say Rose is giving daggers for eyes at Ina, like, don't you fucking do shit right
I
now.
didn't!
I
Like a
gave
kid in
you
the
a
mall.
speech.
I got
You-
called a whore and hit in the head, and
to
I
be fair,
didn't fight back.
you suggested just randomly fucking the prince of the city. So
And I still am going to. I still intend to.
all right, but you make your
Ina
way into the
is going
city
to
where
find
you
out how to
see there
turn
are
into-
hundreds of guards, all full armored, full weaponed, ready to go, lining the streets, watching and waiting to see what's going on. You don't see any civilians. It seems like maybe that horn was a signal for everyone in the city, not just the town's guard, that shit is going down. And the fact that 4 random people dressed in arguably high-end equipment just showed up on the docks, said they had a head that was immediately recognized by the captain of the guard, and then threatened them in their own city has raised a bit of an alarm. As you make your way back to the docks, which is now lined with multiple more crossbowmen.
Ina's gonna go to like queenly wave as she
Rose
passes
is
them
like,
by.
you fucking stop right fucking
Yeah,
now.
you're showboating.
As you start doing that, heavy crossbow bolts hit the ground, the cobblestone in front of your feet as a warning shot. You don't know where they came from.
I'll roll my eyes and go, I can't have any fun.
You
Nice one.
are flanked on your way from the library to the docks by dozens of guards while walking through the city. And you make your way to the docks where
I see
Kazur...
them. I get the plank back out for them to immediately get on the ship, and then we pull it up, and I tell the
No.
captain go.
No. I'm gonna be like,
No,
give me
no,
the head.
No.
no.
I am. No. Ina's gonna go up to Kasor.
No.
Give me the head. Oh, she's roaring. Ina is absolutely.
Rose is
You know,
taking
we're
like
outnumbered.
Rose
No,
is taking like the captain stance now too with Kazura.
No, I
being
went
like,
to Kasor alone.
get the ship ready and let's get the fuck
I
out of
already
here.
Oh,
have
it's
it.
ready.
As soon as
Not
y'all are on,
welcome.
as soon
Fine.
as y'all are on board, the captain's rolling out because I had them ready. The anchor's already up.
Well, still,
And
I'll be
you
like,
Yeah.
Kasor,
left the head in the water.
So you
Where is
guys get to the ship. Kazur and a couple deckhands lay the plank down. You guys all step on. The plank is immediately pulled on, and the sails, they're not dropped, but the anchor is lifted. The ropes are untied already, and you guys start to leave port. As you're leaving, you hear again as you hear lots of wrestling. The guards on the dock don't leave, but you hear lots of wrestling from the city, which you get means that the rest are going back to their regular stations. And as your ship pulls out of dock.
Right away, Baron is gonna go, well, that went just about as I expected it to with you guys. And he's gonna go down to the bottom of the ship and he's just gonna work on the javelin or the spear.
Okay.
Ina's asking for the head. She's telling you, these motherfuckers. After you left, you have no idea how fucking bitchy pieces
Oh, I
of
could
shit
tell
they-
it was bad. You
Where's
got a
the
bruise
head?
there on your
Where's
head.
it? Give me the head!
Ina.
No, you're not there. No, it's just me and Kazur.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming this isn't quiet. I'm in my bed in the quarters with Baron down there. So Baron's in the room.
Well,
I'm
I'm saying
assuming
it
Rose
just to
would
you,
come with you.
quietly.
You look. It's
Rose,
very obvious what you're doing when you're going like
Rose,
this.
could you
Yeah,
inform me
you're
what
not
all
secret.
happened?
With how heated you are, there's no hiding this from the other
Yeah.
two,
That's
Ina.
true.
Like, you're heated, you're excited, you're just raging. The other two can hear and know exactly what's going on right now.
You want to know what happened?
Sure, of course. Oh, she's hysterical, and she like tells you everything that happened.
She's like grunting, half turning into a boar every time she grunts.
Which
Honestly, that's a
I
fantastic thing to think about.
said to you, Ina, do not speak. I specifically asked. I know how on edge that entire city is. You specifically wanted to return this God's damn head. And now I have a whole city in tension, knowing how weak my city is. Do you think I have to? Oh, she's like
Well, we
over here.
succeeded. Well, we succeeded in our endeavor, at least.
No, the fucking head, you still have it.
I believe I need to return to the city and inform them of this mishap and let them know that they need to prepare and set up armies and guards and take whatever resources they have from what little resources they had to prepare for this, because I'm sure that this will not go down quietly.
I don't think
Wow,
anybody's
what?
gonna fight.
Wait, no, Kiro's going to attack Estalia?
I do not know, but at least I should inform the council of what has happened so that
And
they
that
are
they think-
aware and that they can take care of it if something does happen while I'm gone.
I don't think. Why would they attack Estalia?
They probably wouldn't, but Rosaline is very concerned about her already weak city that they just talk shit about and basically said they can destroy if they wanted to.
Well, does Kiro have any? I mean, obviously they're all on edge and everything, but do they have a history of invading or taking new lands?
No, but she takes the threat.
Once
They
again, there was
did
never
say they could
never a
take them.
threat. They just said that if it came to, because you were like, well, if you attack me, then you attack the city, and they're like, well, we could take them, but they never threatened to attack Estalia.
But the
Rose
fact
still
that they
takes it
think they
as a
could
threat.
take them.
Exactly.
That's fine, but they never threatened Estalia directly.
Rose knows they're not going to come immediately. She's just like, hey, you need to know Kiro is like this. You need to
Yeah.
know.
This is
So, okay. So we're pushing off the fate of the world even more
I am not
to
saying
inform
that.
them. Well, my internet died.
No, it
No,
didn't.
you're here.
Hello.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
here.
I didn't hear what Noodle said there at all.
She just stopped talking.
She stopped.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
It's-
saying we completely delay the trip. I'm simply saying we need a way to inform the council.
We can send a
Baron
letter.
can send a message, right? That hey, Kiro's a bunch of assholes.
I mean, I was excited to go to Kiro.
Yeah, I was a bit too, and then they were a bunch of
It was very.
fucking cunts, and now I don't want anything to do with them.
It was
Ben,
very.
to be fair, don't even blame this starting assholery on us. We did not start being assholes. They started it. We
Question.
continued it. That's all.
Question.
Hmm.
Can I send Mila to send letters and she can just fly back to the ship, or is that not a thing she can do?
If you were stationary, sure. But if you're continuing sailing, it'd be hard for her to find her way back, especially weeks into a sea trip.
Okay. So basically, Rose is just going to be like,
Thank you for pointing it out. It is something I completely forgot out of my pure anger, but I will speak with Baron about sending a message.
Anyhow, mission complete. The head has been returned. We're good.
What do you mean? Don't you still have it in your pockets?
I'll show the bag that I had it in.
You see a bag with a giant rip on the bottom of it.
Ina's eyes are gonna go like, this is our time. Because I'm gonna be like, so you're telling me the head's there? And all I have to do is bring the body back.
Good. Did a thief try to nick the head from your bag?
I think the gods
Wait.
have a way with things, and maybe it was just done properly.
Wait,
They
here's the thing.
sniped our bag.
I think I should have an advantage on insight because Rose has seen you catch little bitches try to sneak stuff from you all the fucking time. She
True.
knows you can do this.
That's true.
She knows.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, y'all know I'm very close with my.
With advantage, right? Yeah?
I
Yes?
would
It
give
ma-
it to her honestly against me. That makes sense to me.
I mean, you've only
Like
known him
it's
for a
up to
few
40.
days, though. But sure, why
But
not?
I've
we've
literally
seen-
seen people try to
What do
take
you-
stuff
what
from
do you-
him and he just grabs them.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I'm not
basically
even saying a thief. You're assuming it's a thief. I didn't say
no,
that.
I'm saying you're saying a guard snuck it out.
No, I didn't.
No. He said it.
Yeah.
No, you weren't listening to what he said. Say what you
Okay,
said
that's
again.
what I thought.
No.
I said
No.
I showed the cut in the bag, and I said that the gods just have a way with making things right.
The
I
gods,
said
In-
gods,
not guards.
not guards.
Gods.
thought you
Oh, I
said
thought you said guards. Like
No.
they.
Oh no, I meant
Okay,
gods. So
okay.
I'm trying to pawn it off like, oh, a twig caught my bag, or like
Mm.
who fucking knows, a nail in the ship, or something.
Then can she roll initiative without advantage, being like you would have
Yeah.
noticed a fucking thing
I
to
mean,
rip your bag?
Yeah.
Okay, insight.
I
Please.
need to roll deception.
Oh!
No, because you're not lying. Yeah, I mean, he's
No,
telling
I
the truth.
guess.
He feels like the gods just found a way to make things right here.
I will completely ignore this. But as long as the body is buried, I feel a little safe about innocent being slaughtered.
I'm gonna hear that and be like, yeah, that's true, actually, isn't it? I don't really want innocent people. I just want the fucking guard bitch dead.
Fine.
Who knows? Maybe my. Well, these people hate dragons, correct? I've assumed that from the history. Does Kiro still hate dragons and everything?
Oh,
Yep.
gods, yes. They were raised from one of the heroes. Of course they do.
Oh, okay. Well, they themselves may be raised in the future, so.
That's an interesting comment.
I wish I would have killed them.
We would have died.
We would have
It
died.
would have been worth it.
Like 100% dead.
Yeah, we would have 100% died.
Because Zoro had been left with a city and a ship all in his hands.
The trust of
I-
all of Estalia, a whole ship to myself,
Mhm.
all the information I need.
Well,
I
all
had
the
an
money
escape
and
plan.
shit is on Rose.
Yeah.
I had an escape plan. We would have been good.
What was your
Yeah,
escape?
Bitch.
I can't tell you.
All right.
Yeah, don't tell
I
us
could
yet.
sweet talk your parents
we
into
find
giving
later.
me money, probably.
With the dangers of Kiro put behind you indefinitely, most likely,
Quest failed.
a head dropped in the ocean with its body somewhere in the crypt of the Temple of Moradin. Only Baron knows where. And a heap
Did
of
Baron
new
tie it up?
land.
Like,
I-
is it tied? Like, closed?
You
in
don't
that?
know because Forky Baron was running him at that point, and nobody but me knows what's happening with that body right now.
Well, you have to
Hey.
tell you have to tell Panties because Bear knows.
True.
Yeah, I know.
Baron ain't
But-
telling you guys shit.
That's
You
fair.
stupid bitch.
With a heap of new land to go explore and a new compatriot to lead you into those lands, you all set sail for a new world. And that's, I think that's where we're going to end for tonight.
I'm
Almost
assuming
dying.
you expected Kiro to go differently, and you don't have stuff ready for the new Williams.
Actually, I have more ready for the new world than I did for Kiro.
Oh, really? Okay.
Ew.
I expected
interesting.
Kiro to just kind of be like a side shoot, like you guys went, dropped the head off, and then left. I didn't expect there to be.
We technically did.
You technically did, yeah, you did. Not in the way I anticipated, but yeah, you did do the thing.
I don't think
True.
many.
Noodle's like, yes,
that.
put the head to the skull. Thingy, let it raise the city. Rosaline's like,
Oh no.
But now you guys don't get
I
the
was thinking-
story of the guy. You don't get the story of the family. You
Right
don't
now.
get anything.
Yet.
You're not getting back into Kiro.
We can't get back there. What
Yeah,
is
I
all-
can.
how are
In
we
a
gonna
I
disguise.
mean, I
Disguise.
can.
We gonna kill everyone in
No, in like 10
Fashion.
years. Disguise.
10 years?
Well, I'm assuming the body's probably already out of the crypt and is making its way towards the ocean. That's what I'm assuming is happening currently.
It's
The
probably
body's
just
already walking.
currently slaughtering people in
Wait,
Estalia and the Temple of Moradin.
it's
There's no head. It
It-
can't do anything right now.
it's a sanctuary. It's a holy ground. Can undead do anything there?
Who knows?
Ruthie! True.
But yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, there was
definitely.
vampires literally in those crypts, so like, who knows what the holy ground rule works?
I don't think they were in the
Def-
crypt. I think they're an offshoot of it, weren't they? But yeah,
Um,
well.
Yes, definitely expected Kiro to go differently, but that's the way that Kiro has been written since the beginning. So you guys just stepped on the wrong toes going when you went there.
I am
Mm,
glad
Oh,
Scalebound
kid.
did not make it there. Scalebound might have been killed on sight.
Yeah, true.
True. Yeah, maybe that would have went the same if Skillfound was there.
True.
But
I don't think Skillfun would want to return it. He'd be like, "Nah, that's our new pet."
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, I'm
Oh.
pretty sure he would have snuck
I
that
would
shit
have
and
trained
kept it.
it. I would have
Yeah.
trained him.
Yeah.
I would have disguised myself as his lord.
Oh my god.
I would have what 100%. I already summoned undead and all the other things.
True.
not giving away too much of the story, you don't want to disguise yourself as his lord.
I'd
No.
assume not. Honestly. He'd probably kill me.
I think that's his atonement.
Oh.
All right, but hey, that was fun. That was a lot of
Yes, it
role play
was.
today, but yeah.
Yes.
Farron,
and-
glad you could, or Panties, glad you could at least catch the second half of it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
good
wouldn't
lord.
have
Yeah,
missed
the
that
exciting
second
part.
half for
Yeah, the
real.
exciting part.
Oh,
And
boy.
then next week, it sounds like Lappy, you might be up in the air for.
Yeah,
Okay.
I might be in Tennessee.
Alrighty.
Oh, same with me.
Okay.
You're gonna also be
You're
in
gonna be in
Tennessee.
No, but I'm
Nasty.
gonna be away.
Gotcha. Okay, so it sounds like we might just
Dang,
postpone.
I thought me and Brandy were gonna hang out, have a chaos day.
Dang!
Sounds like
That
next
was
week may be
chaos
postponed
day
then.
right there.
That
That was like Baron just watching, and Rose watching people pour gasoline around a room and then somebody holding the match like
As
Hey.
she keeps going, stop, fucking stop.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
all-
I
yeah,
poured the gas, Ina had the matches.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay?
matches, yeah.
that's what it was. Mhm.
All right.
Alrighty,
okay.
guys. Have a good night. Thanks for
Yeah.
playing again, guys. And yeah, next time we
Happy
play is
Labor
going to
Day.
be sea travel. Yep.
Yay.
For Americans. I
For
don't know if
Americans.
Canadians
If
have it.
Canadians, but I still
Yeah, my new job, I already have PTO on for Friday and Monday already for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
you-
don't.
like a immediate payment. And I'm like, okay.
Great.
Nice.
They
All right.
reward us in Canada by making us work, perform labor.
Ugh.
How dare.
Bastards. All right.
Bye bye.
Yep. Have a good night,
Bye.
guys. Thanks for playing.
It's fine.
GG's.
All right, Scatteroni and Cheese. Thanks for hanging out. Those of you who are out there, it was a lot of fun. Hero definitely did not go the way that I thought it was going to go, but that's how it goes. So yeah, we will not be back next Sunday for D&D. I'm sure I'll be back on for something. I don't know what I'm going to play yet, but I'm sure we'll be back for something. So feel free to come hang out. I'll probably be on Twitch that day, but I guess we'll find out. But until then, I hope you guys have an absolutely fucking wonderful night. And I love you, I love you, and I love you. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.